Hey there, folks. It's Adam going live again. Here we are again. We've got a tornado-warned storm that is northeast of Assiniboia, kind of near the Mossbank area, Mitchelton, Cardross. There was some decent rotation on it. It may have weakened a bit. It's hard to say for sure. One great item that we're dealing with is that the radar is back up. Bethune radar is back up. Thank goodness. Thank you to all those at Environment Canada who got that back up. In the background here, you can see the tornado-warned storm in 3D. This is the 3D weatherverse that we've been working on, real-time radar data with real-time lightning data simulating the storm in 3D. But let's go take a look at Instant Weather Pro, which we are excited to launch the beta test. We quietly launched it over the last few days, so you might be able to track it down, but we'll see. But here's Instant Weather Pro right now. You can see the storm right here that is underneath the tornado warning. It's northeast of Assiniboia. Again, it looks like maybe that some of that rotation has weakened. I know there are a lot of storm spotters on the cell right now as well too. So we'll be checking in with their reports to see. We did have this kind of mezzo here near a drill, Mossbank expanse. So it was likely what spawned the tornado warning, unless it was a report, but it was likely that little mezzo, a few frames of a mezzo here. You can see it kind of started right there and continued to rotate, but that has weakened a bit just on the latest frame. It looks like this storm has weakened near Bishoprick, something like that. Anyways, but let me know where you're coming from in the comments. But again, there's still a tornado warning on this right now, so of course take it seriously. It's possible that things could increase as far as strength, so we'll have to see. Let's go take a peek over at correlation coefficient to see if maybe we could see if there was any debris signature on it at some point in time. Let me just back it up here. Yeah, it's hard to say. There's definitely rotation. There was definitely rotation there for several frames, but it's hard to say if there was. There was this little drop, signature drop. So possible that there could have been a little bit of debris if it touched down, but I'm not sure if it did. And I don't see any reports that it did touch down, at least from the spotters that are on that storm right now. I know it's been producing massive hail though, so that's obviously a problem. Alyssa coming in from Saskatoon, thank you very much. Jackie says quiet in Hepburn. Maggie says Regina. Speaking of Regina, this storm, as you know, is not that far from Regina, and we are noticing a trend of its path. So let's animate this here so you can see what I'm talking about. Thank you for joining us, Maggie. Appreciate that. So you can see where the storm is heading, and it's kind of heading in a northeasterly direction. So Moose Jaw is definitely going to see some storms. Possible Pence will see some storms as well too. But this storm may continue to head up towards Regina. We're in an interesting pattern right now where it's like every single day we're dealing with storms in parts of the prairies here. And so we had a tornado just southeast of Regina the other day. And then yesterday we had a very picturesque land spout in Alberta. And now here we are again with tornado warning in southern Saskatchewan, and here we go again. So we're live streaming again. We've been live. I think we've gone live more in the last few days than we've. I think that's probably our longest stretch of going live in a row. So anyway, so Maggie says I'm ready for another good one. It should be interesting. Jackie says I'm thinking we're out of the path. Let me know where you are. Again, you just mentioned it, but I've already forgotten because I'm trying to think about so many things here. Sean says dark to the southwest of Moose Jaw. Thank you, Sean. We expecting hail in Moose Jaw, says Justin. It's possible. It is possible. This storm is interesting. Eric says another cell exploding to my east. Eric, where is your east? I don't know where your east is, so if you could tell us. Oh yeah, sorry. An earlier comment, he says in Briarcrest right now. Okay, so yeah, so this is popping up pretty good. And again, I'm just so happy we have this radar. I mean, when the tornado touched down in southern Regina, we were using U.S. radar from such a distance. It was extremely difficult to determine if that was rotation or what was going on. It was a pain in the butt. So, and obviously that's a dangerous situation too, where we can't have advanced notifications because we didn't have radar data. So that was difficult. But in this particular case, we do have the radar. Krista says hail in Assiniboia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It looked like there's some pretty big data in Assiniboia for sure. So, yeah. So we'll have to see what happens We'll have to see what happens here. So let's see here. Heather says so far clear in is it Frobisher? Frobisher. Thank you very much. And Tammy says hi from White Bear Lake. Hi Tammy, how's it going? So I want to see where Jackie was again. Oh, hold on a second here. Let me scroll back to the first time she mentioned it. Oh, in Hepburn. Okay. I don't know where Hepburn is. Thank you for radar, says Cheryl. It's not us. We didn't put it up, but we're super grateful that it's up right now, because without radar, it becomes extremely difficult. Oh, you know what? If that's the latest frame, hold on a second. It looks like it's strengthened again. Yeah, rotation has strengthened again on this cell that is under tornado warning. So that didn't take long for it to see. We wouldn't know these things unless we had the U.S. radar. So hold on. Let me just make sure we have the latest frame. And yeah, we have a strengthening meso again. So we've got rotation strengthening near Bishopric, and Dunkirk, heading towards Crestwind as well. We've got strengthening rotation again. So yeah, that is definitely strengthening. So we've got rotation once again tightening up on this particular storm. Certainly glad that we decided to go live, because we can track this now. And it looks like it has kind of a bit of a hook to it as well, too. I'm actually, even though there's a tornado warning on it, I'm still going to send a custom notification to those who have our app. If you have not downloaded our app yet, you can get it for free at instantweatherapp.com for Apple or Android. And definitely go download that. If you're in the path, I'm about to send a notification to those who are in the path. Even though they're under tornado warning, I'm going to send a notification to those who are directly in the path of that rotation, because that rotation is the very north side of that tornado warning right now, and I want to make sure that everybody in the path knows exactly where it's going here. So let me just make sure. Let me just pull up our custom update here. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that I have it properly lined up, which I don't. So yeah, I guess I have to go do that now. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let me just make sure I've got the right zoom here. I think it would be about there-ish. There-ish. That's probably good. Okay, let's just give that a shot here. So first what I want to do is just make sure I've got the most updated date here. So it is Thursday, June 1st. Welcome to June, everybody. Here we go. June is now. So let me just switch over to that frame. I will transition to it. There we go. And let's send a notification here. Let me just scroll over. Sorry, where am I? I need to go to this radar. Bethune! Let's go. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing rotation right near Bishorpic, which is right here. And it looks like it's moving to the east-northeast. I want to make sure we've got it right at Expanse and up to here, and let me just make sure I've got the right kind of path with this one. I think that's probably pretty good. I might want to actually extend this side of it out a little bit, and there we go. I would say that's probably appropriate at this point in time. Even though it may have weakened just slightly on that latest frame, I think I'm still going to send this notification just to make sure everybody knows where it's going. Okay, so 48 folks in that little polygon that I created. So just want to make sure rotation. We've detected a new rotation, detected new rotation on this storm near north of Bishorpic. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Tracking to the northeast towards Crestwind. And then I'm going to put 2:45 and date SK. Looks good to me. Let me just make sure I've got the pages clicked and direct. There we go. Just make sure I got that deleted, and make sure that I've got this removed, and I will hit send. Oh, it's 2:46 now. Of course, it does it to me every time. Okay, should always choose a minute in the future. 2:46. There we go. Okay, and I just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm sending it right now. Okay, so let's pull that up, and we'll see 39 in the path of that one. And that, so you can see Bishopprick, Dunkirk, Crestwind, Leakville, Buttress, Archive, Baildon, Levuka, Briarcrest area, and Leakville. So that's kind of the path it's heading at this point in time. Looks like it's tracking to the northeast. So we're seeing a little bit of Environment Canada, I believe, has ended the tornado warning. Yeah, so they've ended the tornado warning, but we just spotted a new area rotation, so that's why we sent out the new rotation notification, just to let everybody know. But Environment Canada has ended the tornado warning on that one, so I'm sure if this rotation does end up strengthening again, then they will probably issue that again. But at this point in time, they have ended the tornado warning. But again, we just sent a notification that we've seen a new area of rotation as well. So, cool. All right, let me just jump back to radar. Let's go take a look at the storm in 3D in the 3D Weatherverse. By the way, thank you, Alana, for that. Appreciate it. Wait, Alana, did you talk to me through StreamYard or did you talk to me through Discord? I don't know. I think it was through... Was it through StreamYard? I'm not sure. I just heard a voice. I don't know where it came from. But let's see here. So I'm just going to jump over to the 3D Weatherverse. I think this should be it. Let me just make sure. There we go. So yeah, this is the 3D Weatherverse that we've been working on for a little while. Pretty exciting stuff. And let me just turn it on so you can hear. A lot of lightning and thunder on this storm for sure. I mean, like, look at the... This is real lightning data powering these lightning strikes, and then we have real radar data powering the storm. And let me just turn that down a little bit because it's... I don't know if I have that... I probably don't have it turned on so you can hear it. Oh, there we go. Now you can probably hear it. Okay. Yeah, so let us know what you think of the 3D Weatherverse. This is the actual storm right now that was under tornado warning. But now has been, I believe it's been downgraded probably to a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning continues for the storm. But it looks like they have ended the tornado warning, I believe. I'm pretty darn sure. Yeah, I think they did end the tornado warning. So yeah, again, I'm seeing it stuck. I keep seeing it stuck on other apps, which is frustrating. So I can't wait to add alerts to Instant Weather Pro and alerts to 3D Weatherverse using our alerting system, which we've been developing for the last decade. So you can actually get a good idea of if there are alerts for your area. So yeah, so this is the current storm we're watching right now. Again, heading towards the Crestwind area, and yeah, this is the full structure of that supercell right now that we're continuing to watch. So again, these storms are potentially heading up towards the Moose Jaw area. It looks like they're probably Moose Jaw is going to see a storm for sure, heading up towards Regina potentially as well too. So we'll keep an eye on this storm as it does track to the northeast, again potentially towards Regina. So we'll have to see exactly. But right now, Crestwind is in the path. Mitchelton potentially. And let me just zoom out here and take a look. Yeah, so Mitchelton's basically getting it right now, actually. Mitchelton's getting hail as well, too, right at the moment. So yeah, that's the storm that we're tracking in 3D. If you do like the 3D Weatherverse, let me know in the comments, and I'll post a link to our new Facebook and Twitter pages for it, so you can find out more information about the 3D Weatherverse. But let's jump over to Instant Weather Pro, and let's just take a look at where this storm is trying to head. Looks like there could be some pretty strong winds here northwest of Moose Jaw as well. Looks like they're trying to strengthen on that storm. But that was that new area of rotation that we saw. It may have weakened a little bit, but it looks like it kind of tried again for at least a frame, and then we'll have to see if it continues that way or not. But I believe we've actually added lightning data to this, but I'm not sure if I have it on at the moment. One second here. And yeah, so that little area of that storm continues to be the concern as it tracks to the northeast. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how that does develop. Give me 1 second here. I just want to take a look and see if I can do something interesting. I wonder if I can do this. I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before. So this is camera. Let me see where it is here. Camera. No background. Okay, I think I can actually do this. Let me see if I can figure this out. This is going to be interesting. So, game capture, add existing, And if I make that full screen and then I drop it behind me, oh, you can already see that now. And then if I drop it behind me, there you go. That works. Cool. All right, cool. So let me jump back to Instant Weather Pro. So we can see the 3D Weatherverse and Instant Weather Pro all at the same time. Hey, how about that? Isn't that cool? All right, where was I? Let me jump into the comments and see what you think. Let's see here. Look at Speed says, honestly, those alerts are so nice. Even with a tornado warning on it, helps narrow down and get more specific. Last summer I was under tornado warning on Lake Erie and definitely had a moment, but you guys clarifying it was a marine put me at much more ease. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Look at Speed. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Let's see here. Sharon says, is Moose Jaw in any bad way? You're going to get a storm. You make a little bit of torrential rain, some lightning, and maybe a little bit of hail. But right now, maybe some strong winds are possible as well. It's hard to say. Let's see here. Cheryl says, oh, wow. I think she was talking about the 3D Weatherverse. Shanley says, wow. Travis says, is this the worst storm in southern Saskatchewan today? I would think so. Yeah, the storm that went under a tornado warning, I would say that is the worst storm at the moment. Nathan says, this is great. Love seeing your notifications. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Eco says, is there a way to customize alerts on the Instant Weather app? Not at this point in time, but we do want to do that. We actually would like to have it so you can customize it if you just want to get, like, critical alerts, or if you want to customize like the timing, so you maybe don't want to be woken up in the middle of the night by non-critical alerts, that type of thing. We really, really want to get into those customizations. We've just been, as you can see, we've built the 3D Weatherverse, and we've been building Instant Weather Pro. We've been like insanely busy with our very, very small dev team, so that's why we've been deep in it for a little while here. But yeah, definitely once these two things are rolled out and working great, and we're going to be getting back to adding more features to Instant Weather and upgrading 3D Weatherverse and upgrading Instant Weather Pro. And there's four products. We also have text message alerts to upgrade as well too. So we have four products on the go. It's quite a bit with our small dev team, but I think they're doing a fantastic job. So kudos to them. And we really appreciate all their efforts and all their amazingness. So let me just also go down to the camera. Let me just see here. I think on the background I should be able to put that there. Okay, cool. That works. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so let me jump back to Instant Weather Pro, which we're already at. And okay, I should probably actually get the forecast for today and show you the forecast, because I just wanted to go live as fast as I possibly could, so I was kind of skipping my typical steps here of getting the forecast ready to show everybody that Brendan put out all of that stuff that was issued well before all this started. I think he put it out last night here. Let me just scroll down and find it. I don't even think we pinned it to our page. We probably should do that. I'm going to go track it down past all of these severe thunderstorm warnings, somewhere down here. Wow, I'm scrolling past so many alerts, and it only says it was from 2 hours ago here. Okay, hold on. Let me just get all the way down to the forecast. There it is. I found it 15 hours ago. Okay. Let me pin that to the page. Make sure we have it pinned to Saskatchewan Stormwatch. And I will go find the forecast map, download it to my hard drive here. Give me a sec, and then I'll pull it up on the live stream for everybody. So if I go to studio mode here, just 1 second, and I will pull up that forecast for you. So forecast map, if I change the image to our Saskatchewan, and it is this one right here. I think that's the right one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me flip to that right now. Here we go. So let me transition, and dun-da-da. The background didn't work as good on this one. The transparent background actually works better for this one. So I'm going to have to create two backgrounds. I'll create two versions of the background. One, it will be have this the 3D Weatherverse behind me, and one will not. So I'll work on that in a minute. But here's your forecast for it. As you can see, Assiniboia, Moose Jaw in the severe slight risk, but in the green is an isolated severe risk. So anywhere in the green could also see severe thunderstorms today. Isolated means it's a little bit more, not as what's the word I'm looking for? Not as concentrated, really. So more spread out, isolated severe risk. So Regina in the isolated severe risk. And as you can see on the far left side of the forecast map, we do see an isolated tornado risk for today. So so far we've had a tornado warning. I don't know if we've had a touchdown. I didn't see any reports of it touching down so far. But we did, of course, have a tornado warning, and we have seen rotation, and so we continue to track that up towards crest wind right now is where the minor signs of rotation continue. So let me jump back to radar so I can show you what I'm talking about here. So, yeah, this is kind of where we still see. So on the right here is wind, and on the left here is reflectivity, which is rain. So, you know what I should do? I should probably put a label. It would be cool to put a label up here. Reflectivity on the left side. I mean, it says it right here, but it's really small. But nice to say, like, reflectivity up here, and then to say velocity and have, like, wind in parentheses. I think that would be helpful for when folks are just, like, glancing at what we're doing here. So there's this storm here, and then there's a storm to the north, and there's a cluster to the left here. So you can see all these storms here. These three kind of clusters of storms. At the moment, and the one moving towards Moose Jaw might be bringing in some strong winds and a little bit of hail, lightning for sure, and then the cluster to the south is a little bit stronger into Mitchelton, Gailey, I think so, Gailey, Cardross, Bishorpic, Crestwind, and if there is still rotation on the storm, it would be right here. It's weak at the moment, heading towards Dunkirk and Crestwind, so. Not too intense as far as the rotation is concerned, but yeah, there still is a little bit on that particular storm at the moment. So let me just jump over to the 3D Weatherverse and make sure I've got the latest data. I might want to remove what was there and bring up the latest. So anyways, I'm just so happy that that Bethune radar is up. How nice is that? I wonder if I put this into live mode, I wonder if it's going to work. We'll see. We'll see. I'll put it into live mode at the moment. But yeah, this is, there's Moose Jaw. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that is the current structure of this storm at the moment here. Where did Moose Jaw go? I had it there. There we go. All right. Pretty cool. All right. So let's jump back to what? Let's do Anderson Weather Pro right now. Okay, so let's scroll out a little bit. There are some other storms in the area. Let me click the radar that's near Saskatoon, and we'll take a peek to see if those are doing anything interesting. This little clusters here near Bigar and Rosetown, some decent little structures, maybe a little bit of hail here near Tessier, Tessier. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Bent, Valley Center, Feudal. So a little bit of hail there as well. And then up to the north, actually, even more storms near North Battleford. It looks like North Battleford could be getting a little bit of hail as well, too. So there's that. So it's busy. We're busy. It's a busy time. Yes, so, oh, interesting. Atlanta posted an interesting photo there. Oh, from Battleford. Okay, yeah, it looks like North Battleford is getting some hail there as well, too. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let me just take a peek at a few things here in the background. Give me just a moment. All right, and we'll continue to watch that. But it looks like if you're in North Battleford, I'm sure it's not very nice outside right now. So let us know what you're experiencing, only if it's safe to do so. And we'll continue to track these storms the best we possibly can. Again, we're live again. Yes, seems to be the case a lot lately. Going live a lot. But let's animate this North Battleford storm here and see what happened. Oh yeah, actually, the storm moving through North Battleford is moving to the northwest. That is an odd path for it to move here. Whoa, that storm updated. So let me just move it over here. All right, let's see here. There we go. That storm continues to track. Let's see here. Look at the structure on that in 3D. It looks pretty cool, right? I'm gonna bring that up right now. One sec. There we go. Oh, so I forgot to mention the links for this. Kind of looks strange. Where see, this is where I would need the regular background because now I have the same background as the thing we're looking at. So that's why you don't change things on the fly. Hold on, I can fix this. I have the power. 1 second here. If I go to studio mode, I'm going to fix this all in real time, real fast. So I have to duplicate my no background scene. If I duplicate my no background scene, I'll call it no background 3D weatherverse. There we go. Okay, so no background 3D weatherverse, and then no background. So if I go to no background, I kill the game capture. That's better. And if I go to no background 3D weatherverse, that's the one I should be putting in Instant Weather Pro. So if I go to Instant Weather Pro, okay, you can't see what I'm doing here, but give me just 1 second. And I change this to, I'll kill that, and I'll go to scene capture, and I will go, give me 1 second. Camera, no background 3D weatherverse. There, that'll work. And make sure I bring it down in size. There we go. That should be cool. Okay, looks good to me. All right, all right.
Adam, there's a comment saying North Battleford, major rain, lightning, thunder.
Cool. Yeah, I'm surprised. Oh, and North Battleford. Yeah, so Battleford is getting the hail. Looks like North Battleford maybe not yet, but you're probably going to get it. We can go take a. Actually, let's go take a peek at that storm in the 3D weatherverse as well too. So let's go take a. We're gonna take a little flight to the north here. So let's say goodbye to Regina just for a second. Fly up here and load up CASRA. Let me just get rid of the radar to the south. We'll load up the radar to the north, and let's go take a look at that North Battleford storm, which should be up here. This should be the storm, but where's North Battleford? Come in, North Battleford. Lots of lightning on it. Where are we going? I can just probably search for it. Let's see here. So it is, let me just see if I back up. I just want to know the exact position. So north, of course, it's northwest of, I see. So this is actually the whole cluster of storms. It's quite a cluster at the moment. So basically down in here, it's probably lots of lightning and thunder. I should probably turn that off because it's going to get loud. I'm just aimlessly roaming around until we can find it. So basically this is a pretty big cluster of storms. Somebody's asking about Edam earlier as well, which is right here. Looks like you're kind of in it. But yeah, that is that's a pretty cool view right there. I'll leave that as my background for now. Let's jump over to Instant Weather Pro. And let me transition to that. Thank you, Atlanta, for that comment. Okay, so cool. So let me just zoom in. Looks like that's an interesting storm. I do want to keep taking a peek at the storm to the south. This storm north of Moose Jaw, it's got some interesting velocity on it. It's not really true rotation yet. It's extremely broad, but it's worth watching, though. It's definitely worth watching. I don't know about you, but I think my background for my webcam is probably the coolest background of all time. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Okay, let me just jump in the comments here and see what you think about it. Where did my window go? Oh, I see it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let me just jump into the comments, please, and see. Okay, severe thunderstorm warned for Battleford, says Tammy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Kaylee says, what's east of Regina looking like through the evening? Any risk is possible. These storms are moving to the northeast, so I would say definitely possible for activity in that regard. Yeah, I would say definitely possible. We'll see. Constant thunder near Chaplin, says Coralie. Thank you very much. Nashville says, sorry I missed. Is there any hail for Saskatoon tonight? It's hard to say. Hard to say for sure, but we'll have to see how it does develop. Kirsten says, spinners dropping a lot. Yeah. Happens. Sorry, just scrolling up. Kirsten says Assiniboia got smashed. Yeah, based on the data from that hail, it looks crazy big. So doesn't look good. Let me see here. Just scrolling through your comments. Brenda says, when's the last time you had supper with your family? It's been a while. It's not easy. Daddy's got a stream. Still can't get over my background, though. Come on. Look at my background. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay, we'll continue to watch these storms here. Let me just make sure. By the way, if you're watching the stream and you're holding your phone like this, turn your phone sideways. You'll be able to see the city names a lot better. It should be a lot cleaner for you if you do that. And I wonder if I can even potentially. Let me actually just switch over to something for a sec. I'm going to see if I can make the. Brennan says, "Daddy's got a stream." Doesn't sound very good. No, I know, but that's how it is. I always have to explain myself. I'm referred to as Daddy around here, so that's how it goes. Daddy got a stream. Atlanta, that doesn't sound good either. Okay. Our team is funny, but you don't even want to know what they're saying. Okay, so back to the forecast map here. As you can see, you can see the severe thunderstorm risk, mainly Moose Jaw, Assiniboia, which actually looks like it's pretty bang on, but also in green is an isolated risk, so we still see severe thunderstorms in green, and there still is a little bit of an isolated tornado risk with these storms, as we've already seen, of course, a tornado warning from Environment Canada, which has since been dropped, even though I still see it on other apps. I use basically every app that exists, and it frustrates me to no end when Canada gets no love, and the warnings in Canada just get stuck all the time. So frustrating. Anyways, oh, hello. Looks like Crestwind is trying to spin up again here, so I'll check that out in a sec. I just want to see if I can make the city names even bigger. I want to make them like crazy big. This might be too big, but let's try this. Let's see. That might actually be okay. Let's see. Let me know if this is actually better for you to read. I think that's actually better. I think so. Can you see that a little bit better? Crestwind, Leakville. I mean, yeah, I think that's definitely superior. Let me know if you think. Oh, that looks better? Okay, cool. Thank you, Alana. I don't know if you heard Alana, but she's in my ear there, but she said it looks excellent. So, yeah, so Brenda says yes. Okay, we'll definitely do that. I go to yeah, so if Brennan's listening as well too, definitely go to 200% zoom on Chrome within some other Pro. But yeah, so Crestwind, Leakville, Bishorpic, still seeing a little bit of rotation on that cell. And Tammy says better, thanks. Bear says yes, much better. I could make it even bigger than that, but it might get ridiculous. I'll try for a sec. I'll try, and you can tell me if it's too big. Let's find the sweet spot. Let's do some real-time feedback testing here. This is okay. That's getting ridiculous. It doesn't even fit on the screen anymore. I don't think that's going to work either. Actually, I think I have to do 200, or it starts to cut off the whole thing. Okay, no, it has to be that. That's as good as it gets. As good as it gets is 200. So we'll stick with that. Cool. Let's see here. Kirsten says, so why is radar so bad today? Warnings were about 10 minutes late. Where are you first, Kirsten? And radar has been pretty much great today, but it depends on Environment. I can't speak for Environment Canada. They issue warnings when they're able to, when they feel that the storm is reaching a certain threshold. They may not issue it, even though there can be like lightning and thunder and torrential rain. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a severe storm. Severe storm is basically held back until you reach 90-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. You're reaching damaging hail. You're reaching flooding risk and potentially a tornado risk. So those are the things those are the thresholds you need to kind of cross before a severe thunderstorm is issued. And a lot of people, they have like a really bad lightning storm, like the lightning's super loud and the rain is super heavy and the winds are super gusty, and they say, how come that wasn't under a severe thunderstorm warning? And it might not have just reached that threshold. So we don't want to necessarily, not we, Environment Canada doesn't want to put a severe thunderstorm warning on every single lightning storm. And the reason being is if they did that, definitely we would not pay attention to the important ones, right? Because it would be way too many severe thunderstorm warnings. So it's basically, they wait for the thresholds to be crossed. Water's amazing. Tammy says, who are the spotters on the ground today? I think there's a few different ones. I know. I think Tammy's on the ground today here. Let me just double check. Oh wait, you are Tammy. Sorry, Tanya. Is it Tanya? Hold on a second. Oh, Jenny's on the ground. Sorry, that's what I meant, Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny's on the ground.
Jenny
Tracy
Hagen.
Dick,
Yeah, Tracy Dick, Jenny Hagen.
Scott
Yeah,
Aspinall.
Scott Aspinall. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's
Aspinall.
Aspinall. Yeah. So there's several chasers, storm spotters on the ground at the moment. Oh, I see Scott. Yeah, Scott just posted. Oh, he just posted west of Briarcrest right now. I'm going to bring that up on the stream because that looks pretty impressive. Let me just get that loaded, and I want to show you Scott's photo that he just took, which looks quite impressive, actually. Let me just make sure I've got the latest from... Whoa! There it is right there. Oh, my goodness. You got to see this. This is pretty cool. Let me just load that up, and 1 second here. Make that full screen, and I'll just crop that slightly so it looks a little bit better. And move it over so it fits nicely. All right, that looks good. That should work. Hold on. Make it a little bit even nicer. There, that's even better. Okay. Yeah, I want to bring that up on the stream right now. So, 1 second. And back to there. Here we go. So, Scott Aspinall, west of Briarcrest, Saskatchewan. And you can see it's a pretty impressive looking storm right there. Side note, give Scott a follow, please, if you are on Twitter. His handle is @Scott, ASPINALL5. I will actually do an overlay banner of that really quick here, so you can definitely give him a follow. Let's see here. So it's @Scott, ASPINALL5. If you are on Twitter, please give him a follow. Let's see here. So I just got to get rid of some of these banners. It won't let me. It didn't want me to add that. Okay, sorry. Scott Aspinall 5. There we go. I've added that. There we go. So definitely give Scott a follow on Twitter if you're on there. And again, it's Scott Aspinall, and he posted this storm west of Briarcrest. So basically, if we go back to radar here, if you go back to Instant Weather Pro, side note, if you want to get in on the early version of Instant Weather Pro, I did quietly leak the link to it last night, and it's going to be shocking how not sly this this link is. You ready? There's no chance you could have guessed this. InstantWeatherPro.com. There's no possible way you could have guessed that. I mean, what are the odds that that's what the link would be? So what we're doing right now is kind of a closed beta. So and it's the full version of Instant Weather Pro. But there are some items to it that still need work. We need to improve the U.S. radar loading. We're adding lightning to it. We're adding Canadian alerts, and then we'll do a more public launch. But right now we're doing kind of like a quiet. I mean, announcing the live stream is not very quiet, but we're doing a more quiet launch to it. And then we're going to have tiers for it as well too. So the one we have for the early beta test is like the top tier. It's like the premium tier. So it'll be $129 a year basically. But close to like $10 a month. But right now it is. We have it on sale just for the closed beta test for like $99 for the year. So if you want to lock that in, $99 for the year for the early beta test as we start to improve more features and get things more fully functional. But a lot of it works great. I mean, it's literally, I'm using it right now. This is Instant Weather Pro in the background. So if you want Instant Weather Pro and you'd like to jump in as an early beta tester, then again, we've got it on for $99 for the year. If you do subscribe, please be patient because I will have to send an email with instructions to you. But I'll try to do that throughout the stream if folks do end up subscribing. But yeah, we've let a few folks subscribe so far, and we've been quietly launched it at CMOS, and the URL is not instantweatherpro.com. I'm assuming that's Brendan. Everybody say hi to Brendan. It's got to be him. That's Brendan's sense of humor. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I promise.
That was definitely not Alana. No, that's definitely a Brendan thing. I know for a fact. Brendan says, "How dare you accuse me?" Oh my goodness. But I know folks have been bugging us for like 2 years. Like, when is Instant Weather Pro coming out? So if you want to get in on the early beta test, $100 for the year. So what is that? What's 99? 99. Let me do some math here. 99 divided by 12. That's like $8 a month. A little bit more than $8 a month if you add tax to it. So, yeah, but the URL is not instantweatherpro.com. I repeat. Oh, Brennan. Oh, my goodness. Brenda says, Brennan, you're funny. Brennan, you funny. Brad says, OMG. Christine says, hi, Brennan. This guy, eh? Hepzibah says, how's Regina's radar? Is it working? It is working. It's what we're using right now. We're still seeing rotation, actually, near Crestwind. This is a little bit of rotation right here that we're watching on Instant Weather Pro. The URL for Instant Weather Pro is definitely not instantweatherpro.com. Definitely don't go to that website. Oh my goodness. Anyways, by the way, if you like the 3D Weatherverse as well too, definitely follow us on Twitter at 3D Weatherverse, and definitely on Facebook, search 3D Weatherverse or go to facebook.com/Weatherverse and check that out. That's what's behind my head right now is actual real-time radar data and lightning data converted into volumetric storms, which is pretty cool. And it's something we've been working on as well. So we're launching two products right now. The one behind my head and the other one that's further behind my head, which is Instant Weather Pro. Exciting times. It really is. Really is. Lots going on. Yeah, so Crestwind. Oh, you know what? You know what? This might be a bookend. Look at the motion here. That is curling. If you can see the curl this way, I think we've got ourselves a little bit of a bookend vortex. I didn't notice that till just now. Bookend vortex and Crestwind. I'm glad we have the rotation update out right now. Yeah, bookend vortex happening at the moment. Okay, I'm taking this banner off. Bookend vortex happening at the moment right now in Crestwind. Yeah, so that looks like that doesn't look great. Rotation. Let me go a little bit higher up in the storm to tilt 3. Oh, there is rotation in tilt 3, and there's rotation tilt 2. And what about tilt 1? So rotation on all 3 tilts. Bookend vortex, Crestwind. Yes, I am definitely seeing that at the moment. Yeah, that is most definitely a bookend vortex. And if you want to know what a bookend vortex is, it's not a great thing. It can be a dangerous thing. So bookend vortex in Crestwind right now. So we did put out a rotation notification earlier for that one, and that still covers that one. So it's still current. Let me go take a look exactly where our polygon is here. Give me just 1 second. Let me just see, where is our polygon? I think we've got Crestwind. Yeah, so we still have that included in it. So if I flip over to that, you can see. So this is the polygon we put out for rotation detected, which we issued basically just as the tornado warning was being ended, because the rotation did actually weaken. It looks like the latest frame, it may have weakened a little bit again. So we've got Crestwind in there, as you can see right here. Next in line would be Buttress, Leakville, somewhere in between there. Levuka, Baladon, and continuing to track up towards kind of the Moose Jaw area, kind of the Regina area. So we're just going to continue to watch this storm to see if it tries to do anything sneaky as it heads up towards Regina. I do want to take a peek at the storms as well, too. But first, actually, let's jump over to radar just for 1 second. Let's jump over to the 3D Weatherverse just for a second as well, too. I don't know about you, but I just love looking at storms in 3D. I mean, isn't that insane? I mean, the only thing better than this would actually be being there right now. Let's change the lighting. Let's go nighttime. Let's go daytime. Look at that. That looks crazy. Look at that. Can you tell I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to playing with 3D storms? It's how it is. That looks crazy, though. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. And you see the lightning here, too? That is cool. I want to like just take me out of it for a second, just so we can get like, just get a clip with just this. Hold on, I gotta get myself out of here. Yeah, that is cool. the 3D weatherverse. Wild. And I'm back. Okay. That is pretty wild looking there. Let's see here. Anyways, yeah, so that's the storm in 3D. Let me just bring the lighting up a bit so get a better perspective on it. I don't think we have a live update on, so no, I have to keep loading these manually. I don't know why I didn't turn that on. Okay. Oh, that is the storm to the north. Oh, wait, no, is that the storm to the south? Let's see here. Yeah, that's the latest. Here we go. Can we find the storm? Oh, my goodness. Where are we here? There's a lot of storms going on at the moment. Okay, there's Lloydminster. Let's fly to the south. And let's go back to... Let's actually load up the Regina radar. Let's load up Bethune. And let's take a peek at that storm that is near Crestwind at the moment. See if we can see the bookend vortex in 3D. Here we are. Okay. Sorry if I'm moving around quickly, but... Whoa, that is a storm. Look at that thing. Oh, let's see here. You can see Moose Jaw right here. All right. Got ourselves a storm, folks. Keep watching that. Let me actually make sure I've got live data on, so it'll keep updating it. There we go. Live lightning data right now. Wow. That's impressive structure at the moment. Oh, we're going to get a new frame. Here we go. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're watching this storm that is tracking right now southwest of Moose Jaw, heading. I think Moose Jaw actually is getting some precipitation at the moment. Maybe a little bit of lightning and thunder nearby. As you can see, it actually, well, maybe a little lightning and thunder nearby. You can see it perfectly here where the lightning and thunder is, and then you can see where Moose Jaw is. So there's no maybe in this case. All right, I'll go back to that being my background, and. That's a total dream come true. It is a dream come true to be able to simulate storms in 3D. We've been trying to do it since 2015. We came up with our first app, which is called Tornado GPS. If you remember it, we did storms in 3D, but they were like a red plasticky blob, and people are like, "What does this even mean?" No one questions what this means. Everybody gets this right away. They go, "Oh, okay, that's the storm in 3D." And it's like, yeah, I'll show you the data of it. So if I go to world settings. And I bring this down, radar density down to 0001, and I bring the show summary up. This is the raw data that we're actually using to populate this right now. So if I show you here, this is the raw radar data right now, the full volumetric radar data, and we're using the wind data to tell the clouds which way to move. So you can see we've got the full structure of the storm right there. And let me bring it down. I'm going to show the hail core. Where's the hail? Okay, that's the hail core right there. Whoa, lots of hail on that storm. There's the hail core. That's the heaviest hail right there. And if I back it up, go all the way to the full structure, and then if I go show summary at 0.3, and I go radar density at 8. Whoa, sorry, that's pretty loud, my bad. I probably had the lightning thunder a little bit too loud there. Let me make sure I've got it down in the audio monitor. Okay, I've got it down pretty good here. Okay. Yeah, so that's the full structure of the storm right now. Pretty wild, eh? And that's something else. That is something else. Huge kudos to a company in Australia that we're working with called Geosynergy that have helped us develop this, and what a wonderful partnership that has been. It's just been super exciting. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, let me go back to Instant Weather Pro, and cool. All right. Actually, let me just get an angle better. I think the angle looked a little nicer like that. That looks better. Okay, cool. All right, back to your comments here. Lou says, is there a monthly amount for Instant Weather Pro? There will be. Right now, we're just kind of doing it just to simplify the process as we manually take on beta testers. We're just doing it as a kind of one-off yearly subscription, but there will be, for sure, there'll be monthly subscriptions to it. You know, obviously the monthly won't be as good as the yearly pricing, but there will be monthly to that as well too. So yeah, absolutely, for sure. Just not yet. Alea says, Alea says, where is the main storm as of now? I'll show you it right here. The main storm we're watching, there's 2 storms. There is this one near Crestwind that we are paying attention to, and with a little bit of a bookend vortex, just a little bit of a rotating head at the top of that storm. Why are we? Is this old data? What's going on here? 1506. That's strange. We should be getting newer data soon. I'm not sure why we're still seeing the old data on that one. We should have at least the 17 frame by now. Huh. That's strange. Maybe too many people are using it. That could be the problem. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, well, let me go back to 3D Weatherverse for a sec. Let me refresh it and make sure we've got the latest data. Why is it still 1506? Something's not working properly. Too many people are loading it, probably. What have I done? I went ahead and told everybody about it, and now we probably have to upgrade. We only have it on a tiny little server, so we probably have to upgrade it for sure. So anyways, let me just jump back to this Weather Pro. I'll show you where these storms are. Obviously, they have moved, so we'll have to wait for the live update to update, which should happen soon. I hope so. Unless we have too many people using it, which happens. So, Brad, interesting questions. Okay. Joanne says, is the Bethune radar finally up? It is. Saucy Studio says, is that your AC struggling to keep up? No, that was not my AC. That was the thunder from the storm. Oh, I've got my noise canceling off. That's why you can hear that. I forgot. Aha. Yeah, sorry. I had my noise canceling off. It probably sounds a lot better now. Let's see here. We have lots of lightning and thunder around us in Moose Jaw, but only a few drops of rain, says Candace. Thank you very much. And Brad says, how far west is that storm from Toronto? We're in Saskatchewan right now, so quite a distance from Toronto. Let's see here. Sarah says, I've got a 322 update. Okay, cool. Yes. At least a 2-hour flight west. Yeah, it's a distance. It's definitely a distance. Let's see here. And Brennan says, we broke the radar and they just fixed it. Yeah, exactly. What have we done? Too Fast on Twitter is saying that seen rotation, but I don't know exactly which storm they're talking about. Yeah, I see that, Alana, but what storm are they referring to? Alana, can you ask them on Twitter what storm they're actually referring to there? That would be helpful. I'm trying to figure out. Like, I can assume what storm it is. I just want to make sure it's the right one.
They're already doing it.
Perfect.
Get sent.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Jackie says, dog hiding behind toilet, but I think we are missing it all north of Saskatoon. Brad, are you just trolling us? I don't know what's going to happen. We're going more than 1,000 miles. Is that true? So, Brad, I want you to go to Google, and I want you to type, how far is it from Toronto to Regina? And then you'll know. Crystal has already did it for you. Look at that. 2,552 kilometers from Moose Jaw to Toronto. Approximately 27 hours. There you go. Looks like there's a wall cloud north of Rosetown. Looking like a wall. A little bit of a wall cloud, I would think. And Brad says 900-inch hail. Brad, if you keep going the route you're going, then I'm going to have to remove you from the stream. Just so you know. I feel like you're trolling us, and now you're saying silly things like that. So, no, definitely, you're gonna have to take a deep breath and relax on that one, bud. Or I'm gonna have to give you the boot. So, Debbie says, "Will Regina get these storms?" It is possible. They're heading kind of in that direction right now, so it's certainly possible that Regina could see the storm activity. There we go. There's our radar update. I don't know what happened there. We missed one. Ooh, outflow boundary. Don't mind me. Ooh. Probably that's the wrong reaction. I just like seeing them on radar. You can see, so you see this giant like blue snake. Okay, I'll show you. We're gonna follow it. So this line right here, that goes all the way past the storm, is called an outflow boundary, and you'll see it actually leaves the storm and moves off to the right. I might crash this right now because we're missing a frame. No, yeah. See, I don't know why I didn't process that frame. Oh, where did it go? See, what the heck happened? We like totally lost processing for a while. That was weird. Anyways, so you can see it right here. This is an outflow boundary, and it's heading off to the east. So it's going to bring with it strong winds as well, too. Interesting. I wonder. I have a feeling we have too many people using it. Yeah, I think Dev should be upgrading the server because people are already starting to. Oh, we just have like a tiny little small server that's running in some other pro right now because we've only been using it internally. But I think we might be putting a little bit too much pressure on it right now. Brenda says, "Is that a big hook forming? You mean down here?" I don't think so. I mean, yeah, it's got like kind of a hookish to it, but don't think so. But maybe. But probably not. But it could be. But it's... I don't think so, but it's possible. So hopefully that's very definitive for you. What happened to my radar behind me? Instant Weather Pro. Ready to go? I see, it just moved. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Let's go with that. That looks crazy, actually. Yeah, let's leave it like that. That looks pretty intense. So, okay, back to radar here. Back to radar from radar. From let's go from 3D to 2D here. 3D, 2D. Excuse me. Let's take a look. I want to take a look up towards Saskatoon area. Excuse me. North Battleford. So North Battleford must have got. Yeah, we lost all processing there for a few frames. Maybe it wasn't us. Maybe it was our feed. Sometimes it could be the feed from Environment Canada. It's possible that we had that issue. Not sure why, but these things happen. So yeah, it's possible the storm's gonna head up to Regina. Excuse me. I do have this banana I was hoping to eat soon because I'm hungry. But yeah, so Tracy Dick posted north of Rosetown, Saskatchewan. It looks like she's got a little bit of a wall cloud there. So I can bring that up as well too. Whoa. Let's take a look here at 3D Weatherverse for a second. Let's see if we can get some audio out of that. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right. Brandon says, "You better not eat a banana on the stream because I will definitely be making a GIF." I love this team. All right, 1 second. Oh my goodness. That was delicious. Stop yawning, says Elena. No way. I can't help it. It just means there's a lack of oxygen in my brain. So, there's nothing I can do about that. I used to get in like trouble at school many, many years ago for yawning. And I was like, it's not my fault. It's a lack of oxygen in my brain. How is that my fault? Nothing I can do about that. All right. Back to the storms. Oh, we did get another update here. Hail into Cardross. And let me just jump and see your comments here. Colton says, "How do I get that? Haha, it's coming, Colton. Go to here. I'll bring up the banner. Where'd it go? Follow us at 3D Weatherverse on, oh, what's that? Interesting. I see that, Alana. At 3D Weatherverse on Twitter and Facebook.com/Weatherverse. Give us a follow and learn a little bit more about the 3D Weatherverse. And we'll be launching an alpha test soon. And we already have it, so you can just drop a car and start driving after these storms in real time, which is pretty exciting. So that will be interesting. So yeah, I do see that. I do see that report there, Alana. I'm gonna highlight that and give me 1 second here. I see it. Is that on the ground? What is that to the left? Is that just, that could be just lifting Scud. It could just be Scud. It's Eric Stromberg. He's always on our live stream at 3:31. What am I even looking at? Is that a lance pad? I don't know. I think it's just Scud. Eric, you're always on our live stream. Where are you? Jump in the comments. Eric. Hold on. Everybody has to see this. 1 second. 1 second. Eric is like on our live stream all the time. He catches what looks like a potential... What is this? What is this? Southwest of Avonlea. Road to Avonlea here. Let me flip over to our Twitter feed here. This is Eric Stromberg. Give him a follow, please, at CIRE605 on Twitter. And look at the left side of the screen. Look right here. What is this? Is it a lance bout? Is it rising Scud? It could be a lance bout.
He seems to think it's most likely Scud forming behind the hills.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
There he is in the comments.
Oh, 1 second. Most likely Scud from behind the hills. I see. Okay. Give Eric a follow, by the way. Eric's always on our live stream. He's awesome. At CIRE605 on Twitter. Give him a follow. I hope it's Scud. Kind of looks like it's not Scud. But I'm going to go throw it. I'm going to go throw it at Dave and see what he thinks. Dr. David Sills. I'm just going to send it over to him. Let's see what he says. Active 4 hours ago. Uh-oh. Hope he's around. Dave. He's in the stream. Oh, okay, he's in the stream. Where'd he go? I didn't see his comment. 1 second here. Where is he? There he is. Eric. Nice report, bud. Where did it go? Why is it just darkness? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, I didn't see the end of the video. Yeah, this look a lot more like Scud. But that looks like a wall cloud, potentially. There's a lot of motion there. Like, if I speed this up, there's a lot of motion there. Might just be Rising Scud, but Rising Scud can sometimes get wrapped up into inflow and then wrapped up into the mezzo and then become something interesting. So, and where are you for Avonlea? Where's Avonlea again? I see it. Okay, I see where you are. All right. Okay, so maybe just Scud, folks, but most likely Scud. Eric is by Avonlea. Thank you, Sarah. What is Scud, Jordan says? It's just, typically it means, if you see like someone says, oh, that was a Scud cloud, it means it's like a false funnel. It's like it's a nothing burger is what it is. Yeah, it's a rock solid nothing burger. So, that's possibly what the situation is, but Rising Scud can sometimes be, typically right before you have a funnel cloud, and a lot of the time we have a wall cloud, you have Scud rising into it. So Scud is just that fluffy cloud that's like not dangerous, basically. But a lot of time, Scud is responsible for false tornado reports. Because people see this like big low thing hanging from the storm, and like, oh, that's a tornado, but it's not even moving. Typically, Scud is just hanging; it's just floating there. It's not moving. If it's a tornado, or if it's a funnel cloud, it's gonna be like spinning, right? If it's just floating there doing nothing, then like it's a nothing burger. So I like saying nothing burger. What's that, Atlanta? I saw that. Oh, where's it? By Glaslyn? I'll go take a look for Glaslyn. GLASLYN. It almost looks like a little nub funnel there. What is it? GLASLYN. Glaslyn. 1 second here. Where is Glassland? Oh, it's way up here. Okay. Hold on. Let's find it again. Get rid of some of these locations here. Okay, I see. Interesting. So we had a little report of a bit of rotation up here near Glassland, which is northwest of, or north of North Battleford. But so far, not seeing too much there. Just some strong winds up there. Not seeing too much on the rotation front at this point in time. Up in, oh, that rotation vid. Oh, was there actually, it was a video. Oh, I didn't see it. Was it too fast to post to that? Oh, I see it now. Okay, 1 sec. I'll take a peek at it. Oh, here it is here. Why did it load up in that window? I don't want it loading up in that window. Hold on a second. Let's flip to 3D Weatherverse while I fix this. Ooh, 3D looks crazy right now with the lightning. Sorry, 1 second here. Let me go back to the right screen. There. I'll load it up here. There we go. Let's try that again. So this is Too Fast on Twitter at WallEyeKing87. At WallEyeKing87. You can see that right here. WallEyeKing87. Round and round she goes. And let's just do a time lapse. Let's see here. Oh, is it being cut off? Oopsie. You don't see it there? At the top of the screen? The very top, like this? Can you see? I just highlighted it. Can you see it there?
Nope.
Oh, you have to go full screen, and then you'll see it. Unless you're on mobile. But if it is being cut off, my apologies. So 1 second here.
Full screen doesn't matter. Still cut off.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're seeing StreamYard cutting off. I don't think everybody sees the same live banner like we see. I think everybody can probably see it, but it's all good. So it's WallEyeKing 87. WallEyeKing 87 posted that interesting. I love the birds chirping in it though. It sounds nice. But yeah, it looks like maybe a little bit of some rotation there, but again, we just checked the radar up there and it doesn't look too wild. So, oh, new tornado warning 7 seconds ago. Terrell, including Spring Valley and Cardross. Is that same Spring Valley? Yeah, they tornado warned that storm. I wonder if they did that based on Eric's report. You think so? Yeah, that's Eric. I bet you that's because of your report. Tornado warning right now from Environment Canada. So let's jump back into the radar here, and we have a tornado warning now on this storm right here. So I'll put that in the Brennan. Actually, can you do the little banner, please? Pretty please. But yeah, tornado warning in place now. I'm gonna bring that up for y'all to see here. 1 second. Eric, I bet you that's because of your report. Betcha. They think that's a land spout. I don't know. It looks pretty scuddy to me though. But anyways, there's that. All right, so let's check this out here. There it is. So tornado warning from Environment Canada for Mayberry, Gailey, Spring Valley, Cardross, Crane Valley. Is Brendan not there? If he's not there, it's okay. I can do the banner if he's not there, but if not, I can do it. Or if he is there, but if not, I can do it. Oh, he did it. Okay. I'm not even looking. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Brad? Are you doing it again? Tornado warning in Moose Jaw says, Alea. Yeah, but, yeah, so Moose Jaw is fine. The tornado warning is for the storm to the south. Let's go take a look at the details of it, actually. Let me read the details here. It says, Doppler radar indicates strong rotation on a thunderstorm near Crane Valley. This thunderstorm is moving north-northeast at 20 kilometers an hour. So from Crane Valley. So if you come down here and I zoom in, you can see that Crane Valley is somewhere here. Hold on, where'd it go? Where did Crane Valley go? I just saw it. I've lost it. Darn Crane Valley. Oh, I see. It's right near Cardross, right? Okay. Where's Cardross? Right here. So Crane Valley. That's what they're talking about. Just down here. Strong rotation on radar? What? What are they? What's going on? They see strong rotation on radar. On what tilt? Oh, on this tilt. But it's not on tilt 2. Are they sure that's not noise? You sure that's not noise? Let me see. Maybe it was these previous. Yeah, it could have been these previous images. Probably there. It might have been this. Maybe this. I don't know. Anyways, Environment Canada has issued a tornado warning. There is some rotation here near Crane Valley. But this is, I know that people are saying, oh, by the way, for those who got a tornado warning in Moose Jaw, that's just because you're near a cell phone tower that's inside of the tornado warning. So if you are ever confused and you're like, I got a tornado warning, am I actually underneath? Why am I still getting the loop from that Twitter post? Anyways, the birds were, it was nice. If you ever get a tornado warning, you're confused, you're like, why did I get a tornado warning? What's happening here? So you're not actually in this tornado warning, but your cell phone tower can receive a signal from, your cell phone can receive a signal from the cell phone tower that's inside of the tornado warning. So that's why you receive it. But if you ever have that issue, definitely just open up our free app. Go instantweatherapp.com, download it, it's free. You can punch in your location, and then you can determine if you're actually inside of a tornado warning or not. So definitely grab that, instantweatherapp.com. Oh, I was zoomed in for making the pro labels bigger? No, it's on a different browser, but anyways, it's fine. We'll figure it out after. I just want to make sure that... oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, why is that so zoomed in? Oh, you know what? It's per tab. That's why. It's per tab. So I created a new tab, which was zoomed way in. And so I should have been using my old tab, which was not zoomed in as much. That would make more sense. Like this. See? That makes more sense. This is properly zoomed. This is the one we showed earlier, Scott Aspinall. Again, give him a follow at Scott Aspinall5 on Twitter. But yeah, let's jump back to the tornado warning. So what they're referring to is the storm near Crane Valley. So the main area of concern is Crane Valley at the moment. So Moose Jaw, you're fine. Now there is an outflow boundary that's coming out off the front of the storm as well too. Let me jump back to Instant Weather Pro. You can see this. By the way, Chrome has improved that. By the way, I know I'm geeking out right now, but Chrome has improved that where they used to make it whatever zoom you had for any Chrome tab, it would affect all of your Chrome tabs. But now they've made it per tab, per window, which is great. I love that. Thank you, Chrome. That makes my life a lot better. Let's see here. But yeah, so the main area of concern right now is Crane Valley, Cardross, heading towards Ormiston. Environment Canada has a tornado warning on this particular cell. Up towards Crystal Hill, potentially. And what I like to do is actually rotate Instant Weather Pro here so you can see exactly which way this is going. Let me turn off all these radar icons because there's a million of them. Here, radar icons in... wait, which way? Hold on a second here. Is that heading... Let me see. So this is north. Okay, and this storm is moving to the northeast. Let's actually just animate this for a second. Make sure exactly which way it's going. Yeah, so it is moving to the northeast. Right there. Okay. So if I zoom into where that rotation is, and I look to the northeast, there we go. Okay, so moving towards Crystal Hill, eventually towards Truax, Milestone. And again, if you want to sign up for the early beta test of Instant Weather Pro, which is what we're showing here. Oh, that's a cool overlay, Brennan. Nice. I like that. Although it's really hard to read the city names, but I like the idea. But really hard to read the city names. But yeah, so if you want to get in on our Instant Weather Pro early beta test, so even though we're just launching it, it's in beta test, so we put it on sale because it's like early. We've got some things to fix. U.S. radar loading needs some fixing. We still want to add U.S. alerts and Canadian alerts and U.S. alerts, and we want to, and we're just about to add lightning. So we put it on for kind of like a discounted price. The premium version of our thing is going to be probably $129. That's better, Brendan. That's way better cropped. Probably $129 a year, and then there's going to be 3 tiers of it though. So there's going to be lower tiers as well. But basically, we put on like our premium tier for like $100 for the year at instantweatherpro.com. So if you do want to sign up for it, let me know, and I will send you instructions and details for it. It works great on computor. It works pretty good on mobile. It's not. There's some kind of workarounds you have to do right now, but we're going to be fixing that by actually adding it to our Instant Weather app. So that's exciting too. But anyways, yeah. But if you want to join the early beta test, I know people have been bugging us for a while. You can go to instantweatherpro.com and sign up for $99 for the year. It's like $8 a month plus tax, $8.25 a month plus tax. And you can see the tornado-warned storm behind me in the 3D Weatherverse, by the way. Speaking of products that we're working on, we're also working on 3D Weatherverse. So, Crystal says we got a tornado in Regina. Tornado warning in Regina. Regina is not under a tornado warning right now. Not under a tornado warning. It's just that your cell phone is able to receive a signal from a cell phone tower that is at the northeast side of the existing tornado warning. But Regina is not in the tornado warning right now. And that's, again, why it's a good idea to go download our free app, instantweatherapp.com, punch in Regina, and you will see that Regina is not, I repeat, not in a tornado warning at this point in time. So I just want to make that evidently clear. But yeah, so this is the path this is going right now. And yeah, tornado warning in place at the moment. You can see the rotation here in Crane Valley heading up towards Crystal Hill, Truax, Milestone, Dummer, Ormiston, and that is the area of concern at this point in time as we wait for another radar update. But again, we are so happy that we have Regina radar today. We did not have it the other day for the tornado that touched down southeast of Regina, but today we've got it. So we are ecstatic about that. That is quite useful. But yeah, so there's your tornado warning right there, mainly for the Crane Valley area. That is the main area of concern. Let's go take a look at that storm in 3D. Jump into the 3D Weatherverse, and I will just get Brennan to pull that. Oh, I already got it off the screen. There we go. Oh, he was doing it at the same time as me. All right, so let me jump into 3D Weatherverse so we can take a peek at the storm in 3D. And this is the tornado-warned storm at the moment. We could spawn a simulated tornado below the storm, but we're not going to do that. Whoa! But we're not going to do that. And the reason being is we don't know if it's on the ground. We do not have a confirmation of it being on the ground. It just says radar indicated at this point in time. So, yeah. So basically, Cardross, yeah, Crane Valley, Cardross area. This is the main area of concern. And I mean, how cool is this? Come on. I mean, not the tornado. The tornado warning is not the cool part. How cool is the 3D Weatherverse? Like this. Like, I still can't get over how insanely awesome this looks. I just can't. It's just, look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? We should probably just drop a car down and take a drive. We're gonna have to take a drive here. Let me know if I should drop a car and take a drive underneath this storm. Let me know if you want me to do that. I will drop a car right onto this road here, and we'll take a drive towards Cardross at the moment. But look at this. Yeah, I just love it. I just love the 3D Weatherverse. I think it's insane. Look at this. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so tornado warning in place. Drop a car, says Nicole. Go driving, says Dave. Chantel says, I hope everyone keeps safe. Absolutely. I sincerely hope so. Thankfully, yeah, actually, well, there still is some rotation there. So still rotation in place. Let me just make sure we're pointed north. There we go. Yeah, still some areas of rotation near Crane Valley. So if you're in Crane Valley, if you're in Ormiston, you want to be on high alert with that storm. Tammy says, absolutely. Erica says, let's cruise. And Sherry says, drop it. All right, I'm dropping a car. Let's go. That's it. Dropping a car. But which car? We can have a van or a truck. We'll go with the van today. We're going van. All right, let's go. Where's that storm at? Oh, it's behind us. All right. Oh, I'm driving over a field. We're going to improve this drastically, by the way, like the roads and the grass. It's all going to be procedurally generated. Whoa! I'm losing it as a driver. Hold on a second here. There we go. Heading towards Cardross right now. Let me just tilt the camera. Oh, wait, what? How did that work? Whoa! A little sensitive here. There we go. Oh, not a very good driver. I should use the truck. I don't have good traction. Okay, so this is the storm we're watching right now. This is a storm actually under a tornado warning right now. So I should probably not be playing around, but I can't help myself because we built the 3D Weatherverse and it's exciting. So yeah, 3D Weatherverse. This is gonna be procedural grass, trees, buildings. We're going to have it all. And you'll be able to, in real time, go storm chasing without, without dying. So that's great. Yeah, without risking your life. It's going to be excellent. The rotation continues to strengthen around Crane Valley, so I'm going to go take a peek at that right now. Let me go back into Zeus mode, we call it. And I'll just make that my background here. There we go. Okay. Let me just back up here, show the structure of the storm. There's Spring Valley right there. Cardross. There we go. Okay. So let me just jump over to Instant Weather Pro. Leave that in the background. Let me know if you think that was interesting. Let's see here. Exciting B says, cool. Eric says, I think you might have failed that driving test. Yeah, the roads are really slippery, so that was a bit tricky. Too much water, says Donna. Yeah, exactly. You need the Storm Chaser truck. Put the Dominator in. I know, I probably need to put a Dominator in there. Pam says, is this storm going to hit Regina? It's possible. It's possible. It's heading to the northeast, so Regina may see something from this storm. We'll see. But the current tornado warning right now is mainly focused around Crane Valley. As you can see, we do have some rotation here in the Crane Valley area, so that's likely what caused Environment Canada. I mean, that's actually what they put in their tornado warning. They put the fact that there was some rotation near there, so that's why they've issued the tornado warning for that area. Yes, so that's why we continue to track it. Yeah, and so there's a tornado warning in place, and mainly for the Crane Valley. I know some folks in Moose Jaw, some folks in Regina have actually received the tornado warning. The alert ready system needs some improvement that way. They need to try to trim down the distance they send the warning. Basically, they're just screaming it from any cell tower. So if you're close enough to a cell tower that's inside of a tornado warning, then you're going to receive the tornado warning, even though it's not for Regina, not for Moose Jaw. So if there's anything we can do at all that brings you value, then it's to explain when there's not a tornado warning for Regina. So here's a good question. Josh says, is there a tornado in Regina again? The answer is no. There actually isn't even a tornado warning for Regina, Josh. What you're going to want to do is download our free app. It's called instantweatherapp.com is the website, and you can download it for free on Apple or Android. Punch in Regina, and you will notice there is no tornado warning. And if there's no tornado warning there, then chances are there's no tornado warning, because we've worked on our system for like the last almost a decade, basically, making sure that it's as up to date and accurate as possible based on Environment Canada's alerts. And we also send out our own custom updates at times for things like rotating storms, these types of things. So let me double check. I don't know if was Crane Valley in my rotation update. Hold on, let me go see. I think it might have been. Yeah, it is actually. Is it? Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. It was to the north. Oh, it's to the north. Okay. Okay, I'm actually going to remove that from the app. Give me just 1 sec. I'll do that in the background here. 1 second. Yes. I'll get rid of that old rotation update we posted earlier. But, yeah, so that is your current tornado warned storm at the moment. And some interesting signatures up north towards Briarcrest as well, too. Interesting. Let me see here. Looking at a few different reports in the background. Interesting. Sean Miller posted some interesting photos to me. Sean, if you're listening, I'm checking them out, and it just looks like Scud from what I can tell. But thank you for that report. Pretty wild picture from Jenny Hagen there. I should probably bring that up on the stream here. Let me just do that right now. Let me just do that quickly, and you'll be able to see that. What zoom is that at? 100, and this is at 100. Okay, so if I go here, there we go. So this is from, oh yeah, I need to back this up. That's right. You're right. I do need to back it up. Let's see here. That's probably better. And then I will just move this over and adjust the screen slightly, and that will be better. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so this is from Jenny Hagen. She says, it's she's pretty northeast of Moss. I think it's Moss Bank. She says Moss Back. I'm pretty sure it's Moss Bank. Let me just double check. Moss Bank. Is it Moss Bank or Moss Back? It's got to be Moss Bank. 1 second here. Let me just search. The search won't tell us. It's Moss. Everybody in the comments is probably like, it's Moss Bank. Moss Bank. That's right. Yeah, I think she meant Moss Bank. So she said northeast of Moss Bank, it's starting to line out. Yeah, it's turning into a line of storms here. And sometimes the line of storms can actually mitigate tornado risk, so that could be useful. That could be useful. We'll see. So let's see here. Now I want to double check something. There we go. Okay. Now I wonder. 1 second here. Yeah, so tornado warning's still in place. And by the way, you know how I'm talking about other apps that there's other apps that have the tornado warning stuck forever? They don't even have the tornado warning that's in place right now. I'm not going to mention what app it is. But anyways, Instant Weather Pro is coming out and making sure that Canada has the right updates. So annoying. Paul says, we have a Weather Network thunderstorm watch here in Saskatoon. Is this mess tracking our way? Paul, just to clarify, the Weather Network doesn't actually issue anything. They don't issue severe thunderstorm watches, warnings, statements, or advisories. Those are only issued by Environment Canada. So what you have is an Environment Canada thunderstorm watch. And you say, is this mess tracking our way? It is possible. Let me go take a peek over at Saskatoon area. I know the storms up there are actually moving to the northwest. So yeah, you know what? You might be in for something. Side note, Paul, definitely go. Amanda said, I read the start of your comment, then got so mad. I would really like not deal with a flooded basement again. I'm so sorry that it flooded. That's brutal. By the way, Paul, download our free app, instantweatherapp.com. Give it a shot. I'm sure like it. Side note, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but please go give Jenny Hagen a follow. She is on Twitter. She's awesome. And you can, let me just make sure you've got her name here. It seems to be getting covered up, but it's Lost in SK. So if you are on Twitter, please give Jenny a follow. I will add her to a banner right now. Lost in SK is her handle, and please go give Jenny a follow. The tornado warning has been continued, it seems. It looks like it has been continued. I believe so. Yeah, the tornado warning has been continued. So, yeah, Lost in SK. That's her photo right there. That's Jenny Hagen. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. But definitely go and follow her on Twitter, please. Yeah, it looks like the tornado warning has been continued for the same areas. Yeah, for the same areas. So it hasn't been extended by any means, but it has been continued. So the tornado warning continues to be in place. And that is for areas. Let me just, it's so nice to be able to click on the Bethune radar and have it come up. And as you can see, there we go. You can see the tornado warning right there. I think we're getting an update right now. And there's also this area of this area over by Avonlea. Side note, Eric, what are you seeing these days, bud? Eric posted a pretty crazy report earlier of what would look to be rising scud. But, yeah, it looked to be rising scud, but yeah. So Eric, let us know. SVA expanded, he said. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Interesting. Let's see here. Brenda says it looks like it could be bowing out. It's possible. It's still that really interesting outflow boundary in front of the storm, which is pretty crazy to look at. I still can't get over using the 3D Weatherverse as a background of my head. I think it's just crazy. Eric says inflow into a wall west of Avonlea. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It looks like, yeah, Eric, if you post any more photos, let us know so we can check them out really quick. But yeah, if you see a wall going on, let us know. Let us know. Looks like a new severe thunderstorm watch has been issued, so Regina is involved. So Regina is now under a severe thunderstorm watch. Remember, a watch happens before a warning. Watch for the warning is typically a great way to remember the order that they go in. So watch for a warning to be issued. But Regina is now inside of a severe thunderstorm watch. Humboldt is in there as well, too. Winard, Wadena, Foam Lake, Fort Coppell, Indian Head, Emerald Park, Weyburn, and Estevan is all inside of that. I'll bring that up on the stream here. Give me 1 sec, and I will bring that up for you to see. There we go. Let me just click that here and make sure I'm at 80. Where did it go here? There we go. Okay. Biggity bam. There we go. Yeah, so that is the severe thunderstorm watch again, which includes Regina. Obviously, a lot of folks in our community are from the Regina area, and and this is Environment Canada has issued now a severe thunderstorm watch for Humboldt, Winard, Wadena, Foam Lake, Fort Coppell, Indian Head, Regina, Emerald Park, Weyburn, and Estevan. So there's that. Ooh, Tracy Dag with a crazy looking shot of that storm there. Whoa. That's from an hour ago. Okay. Yeah, no, I did see that one from an hour ago. I was going to bring it up, but then I was like, that's an hour old, so I probably shouldn't. Yeah, so that's pretty wild here. Let me just jump into radar here and zoom this out. Still waiting for a report from Eric. Alex says, has anyone noticed the future radar seems to delete a lot of storms? Trying to watch storms around me the last few days to see where they're headed, and the current radar will show storms, and the first tick of future will have them all gone. Yeah, Alex, we're actually working on a fix for that. That seems to be an issue happening right now with our future radar. We had quite a few people... Wynyard, says Teresa, my bad. We've had quite a few people point that out, so we'll definitely be looking into that. It seems to be an issue with the future radar that we need to tweak. So we're working on a fix for that. Our apologies, and we'll definitely be making improvements in that regard. So thank you for bringing it up, and to anybody having that issue, our apologies, and we're working hard to fix that. But it might take a few weeks, but hopefully we can get it done pretty soon because it's a pretty big tweak, I think, to fix that. So we will work on that as fast as we possibly can. Let me see here. Okay, just taking a look at a few different things in the background here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so all right, just taking a peek. Again, if you want to get in on the early beta test of Instant Weather Pro, we've got it on sale from $129 a year down to $99, which is about $8 a month. And that's like the full. I mean, this basically got all the products in it. And we are going to do some watered down tiers. We're going to have a relatively inexpensive tier, maybe $4.99 a month or something like that. Maybe a little bit less. We'll see. I'm yawning again. Sorry. My apologies. So we're working on that. I see, Eric. I saw your post just now, 19 seconds ago. Eric posted. But yeah, so if you're interested in getting the early beta test of Instant Weather Pro, which is what we're testing out right back here behind the tornado warning polygon, that is you can get that at instantweatherpro.com. And sign up for the early beta test on that. I want to go take a peek at Eric's report. I did see Eric's latest. Eric, I just followed you on Twitter, by the way. I see what you're saying. Facing from just east of Avonlea, winds have shifted from warm inflow to southeast to cool outflow from the west. And yeah, it looks like you got a little bit of a wall there. It's hard to tell for sure, but a little bit of a wall. I'll bring that up on the stream as well, too. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay, 1 second. Let me just get that up on the stream. And so tornado warning continues from Environment Canada. We're continuing to track that storm. Crane Valley area. I have a funny feeling. That I'm not sure if they're going to continue that any longer, but maybe. We'll see. It's in a good environment right now, so let me just try to bring up Eric's tweet here. There's Eric's tweet right there. Okay. Let me see if I can bring that up. There we go. Eric Stromberg. Give him a follow on Twitter at CIRE605 on Twitter. Facing from just east of Avonlea, SK, winds have shifted from warm inflow from the southeast to a cool outflow from the west. And as you can see on this particular picture right here, you can see what looks like a wall cloud here. Almost maybe looks a little bit like a shelf here. But yeah, it's somewhere between a wall and a shelf. Probably more of a wall. It's hard to say for sure, though, but let me like that as well. All right, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that report. Thank you kindly. And let's jump back into Pro Radar here and take a peek. Yes, so let's scroll out. I want to take a look up by Saskatoon. Let me just go to tilt number 2. What do we have up here by Lloydminster? Lloydminster might actually get some hail, it looks like. Yeah, Lloydminster's might get this interesting looking storm here. Is this rotation? Is this weird westerly moving rotation? What the heck am I looking at here? Or is this just noise? What is this? What is this? Well, let's see if tilt 1. Does tilt 1 work up here? Probably not. No. Now is that range folded garbage? Yeah. All range folded. Tilt 1 and some of these radar stations is useless. And that's just because it's part of the scan strategy. They're actually going to change that, though. But am I looking at rotation? Is that rotation going into Lloydminster? What am I looking at? Hold on. I need to check something in the background here. First off. Whoa. That was loud. My bad. Okay. So that was too loud. my apologies if that destroyed your eardrums. That was a little bit on the loud side. Hopefully you didn't hear that, but you may have. You probably did. My bad. My bad. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen again by turning off audio monitor. I'm going to jump in the comments just to make sure everybody's okay after that. Okay, so you did hear that. All right, my apologies. Paul says, just suddenly got really ugly in Saskatoon. Thank you very much. That Lloydminster storm is interesting. I'm going to I want to take a peek at something in the background here. Give me just a moment. I just want to do some environment analyzing here in the background just to see what's going on exactly up near Lloydminster at the moment. Just want to check something in the background. Look into the significant tornado index and see what we might be dealing with up there. Just want to make sure, because if it's really strong up there, then I'd be more inclined to say rotation on that storm. But if it's not as strong, then we'll have to see. Let me just see what it could possibly be. Now, overall, the significant tornado index is pretty weak. Where's that, Lloyd? Okay, so yeah, I don't think it's necessarily something to be concerned about. Whoa, significant tornado index on the 3rd looks more interesting, though. On Saturday in southern Saskatchewan as well. So I want to keep an eye on that. Yeah, that kind of just weakened. So, okay, but Lloydminster might be getting some hail pretty darn soon. Okay. Who says refresh? Yeah, sorry, it's Brendan's got the tornado warning map. It's kind of slapped in the middle of the screen here. Because the big tornado warning image is blocking it. All right, Brendan, I like this idea, but yeah, thank you. Let's please, thank you. It's definitely annoying in the middle of the screen. Okay. So, We should probably try to figure out a better arrangement of how to place things around. But, oh, Alana said she said that Eric's was a wall. Yeah, it looks more like a wall, I would think. Probably a wall. But yeah, so, yeah, it looks like still have tornado warning in place from Environment Canada, I believe. Let me just double check. But I'm pretty darn sure that they've still got the tornado warning in place. Oh, no, I think they've dropped the tornado warning. Did they? Oh, no, they still have it in place. Sorry. No, tornado warning is still in place. So there's that. Still watching that tornado warning. I'm not sure how long they're going to continue it for. Radar's kind of messy, so we'll have to see. Exciting B says the Weather Network just said that a storm chaser has reported a funnel. Exciting B, can you let us know exactly where that was? Did they say that on? They said that on the TV broadcast, and if so, can you let us know? Yeah, let us know exactly where that was. Please, please, and thank you. So let's go back to a funnel. I wonder where that funnel would be located. On what storm? Off of the Landspout, maybe, or something? Yes. Okay, but do you know where? Did they say where? Is it on this same... It's the same storm that's under a tornado warning? Is that what they're thinking? Or is that what they've heard? Oh, Pauline says, always enjoy your live stream. Saying hello from Northern Ontario. Hey, how you doing? Bye, yes. Bye, yes. Okay. Bye, yes. A lot of yeses and byes. Okay, bye, yes. Bye, yes. Kobe says, update North Battleford. Sure, I can take another peek up there. Lacey says, looking ugly out here southeast of Regina. Thank you very much, Lacey. Brenda says, try Jenny. Yeah, I didn't see anything from Jenny on Twitter. Last thing she posted was 15 minutes ago. Hold on, I'll take a peek here. Let me double check. I think she might be streaming. I'm not sure. She said she was going to stream, but I don't know if she did. Yeah, the last thing she posted was 18 minutes ago. She just said sideways rain. So it's not Jenny, unless she's chatting directly with the on air weather people, potentially at the Weather Network. I'm not sure. April says, is the watch that was just issued for Regina for this line of storms or for other possible storms this evening? Probably, I'm going to think it's for this line of storms right now. I mean, there could be some other storms to the south coming later, but yeah, I'm sure it's for this particular line. Yeah, this is the general concern right now, is this particular line. Right at the tornado warning was where the funnel was reported. Okay, thank you, Exciting B. Appreciate that. So that's interesting news. We're hearing that there was a funnel cloud report, at least it was reported on the Weather Network that there was a funnel cloud report from the storm that is still under a tornado warning from Environment Canada. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Love all the situational awareness that we can get, of course. Yes, so let me just refresh and see. Still, the tornado warning still just says Doppler radar indicates strong rotation at this point in time. They did not, sorry for yawning again. They did not actually update the tornado warning yet to say anything about a funnel cloud, but it is possible. It's certainly possible for sure. Scott Aspinall just posted an interesting, what looks like a wall cloud, I would think, Elena. You think that's a wall? Let me, yeah, kind of. It's shelfy, maybe more of a shelf. Hard to tell. It's kind of a shelfy wall. It's a shawl. Let me just pull this up as well. Give me 1 second here. So Jenny just posted a minute ago. I'll bring this up first. So this is Jenny Hagen on Twitter. Please give her a follow. It's at LostInSK. At LostInSK. In tornado warned storm near Crane Valley, Ormiston. And that's the storm right now. So I'm not seeing anything on the ground from her photo. I'm seeing a little bit of a kind of a messy wall. I'm not seeing anything on the ground at the moment. Yes. So let me just jump back over to radar for a second, and I want to see if I can pull up that report from Scott here. It looks like new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Cardross, Spring Valley, Gailey. I wonder. Vanda. Hold on a second here. Let me just go to our Facebook page and see. Replaces tornado warning. So tornado warning has been dropped. The tornado warning has been dropped. I repeat, taking that banner down. There we go. I got it off. Tornado warning has been dropped. It has been downgraded. Or was it the whole? Oh wait, maybe it was not the whole tornado warning. Was it the whole region? I'm not sure. Let me just double check. It might have just been part of it. Oh, okay. Never mind. So tornado warning is still in place. My apologies. Tornado warning is still in place, but some of it has been dropped. Some of it has been replaced with a severe thunderstorm warning. And let me just make sure. Yeah, so there is still a tornado warning in place. Yeah, there is still a tornado warning in place, but they have dropped the northern side of it. Yeah, so the northern side of it is just under a severe thunderstorm warning, and the southern side of it is under a tornado warning at this point in time. So yeah, so sorry, my apologies. Brendan, if you want to edit that banner and then throw it back up, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, so the tornado warning is still in place for the southern part of the storm, but the northern part of the storm does not have a tornado warning. So the Cardross, Crystal Hill, Dahinda, this Ormiston, Crane Valley, this part of the storm is still under a tornado warning, but the area to the north is actually under a severe thunderstorm warning now. So, yes, so half of the tornado warning has been dropped. Is basically what's happening here. So let's see here. Joanne says, how fast is that line of bad weather moving? Which direction is it moving? It's moving to the east-northeast, but it's not moving very quickly. I feel like the storm has been over Crane Valley for a while. If you can watch it, it's actually kind of almost stationary, barely moving to the east. I think they have 20 kilometers an hour in the warning. That's a lot of frames. So if you watch this, it was 342, 348, 354, 4, all the way. You can see all that time moved, and you can see where the storm has not really gone anywhere. Yeah, it's pretty stationary, barely moving to the east. So moving slow is good, except for there's the new tornado warning. Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate that. So that is the new tornado warning right now. I'm going to pull it up here on our Twitter account here. Let me just pull that up. Just one second. One second here. Just a momento. I see. So it's just the south side. Just the south side of that warning. Yeah, I still think we should, for tornado alerts, I think we should go back to the old way where we always would end and kind of repost the new polygon of the continued tornado alert. Live streaming a lot. We've been live streaming so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'd rather go back and start doing that again. There's some really high velocity values on that storm. So we're still not out of the woods yet with that one. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Really? We actually have the latest update, and it's got pretty strong rotation. It had strong rotation the frame before. What am I looking at here? Okay. It had strong rotation in the frame before. What? That's odd. Yeah, so if we look at this here, let me just jump into... Yeah, you can see this right here. So rotation continues south of Ormiston, and we know that Jenny's on that right now. So if that storm does decide to do anything, Jenny's on the ball, so she will definitely be showing us what's going on. Yeah, so the terrain warning does continue for that area of the south. Whoa, what am I looking at? Oh, no, this is not good. Braden Morso is actually northwest of Brownlee, Saskatchewan, and I want to show you this report. Lightning strike, fire, and strong winds northwest of Brownlee, Saskatchewan. I don't know if a lightning strike just lit up a couple of hay bales here, but somebody needs to put that out quick. I want that spreading. That's Braden Morso, by the way. Give him a follow on Twitter. Braden, Braydon, M-O-R-S. Oh, sorry, M-O-R-E-S-O. So Braden Morso. Please give him a follow on Twitter, and that's a pretty freaky image he's got right now. So you got crazy wind, lots of rain, and fire blazing from these hay bales here. Likely from a lightning strike, which is not great. But yeah, so let's go back to radar here for a second. Still seeing rotation south of Ormiston, heading towards Wheatstone, Kayville, Key West, Dahinda, and some hail on there as well too. I did want to go take a look at Saskatoon area. Saskatoon could be getting a little bit of hail on this storm that's slowly moving to the northwest, I believe. Other than that, the storm doesn't look too nasty. Kind of moving to the north. It might just clip Saskatoon on the east side. But it's going to get maybe some torrential rain in there as well. I do want to go take a peek at... Lloydminster as well. We've been watching that. Hello. Hello. Interesting signature near Rex and Green Street right now, northeast of Lloydminster. Little bit of rotation on that one. I would say a little bit of minor rotation on that storm. As of right now. When are we getting an update for that? That's 24. Second here. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of minor rotation on that one. I think I might want to post about that. It's going to be a while till we get an update. It might be a nothing burger, but it looks interesting. Yeah, I think I want to post that. Let me just get rid of this polygon. There we go. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I want to bring up that radar near Lloydminster. This is up near Lloydminster, and hopefully it's a nothing burger, but there's definitely some hail in there. And let's take a... Oh, Alana says now she's yawning. So my apologies, everybody. Hopefully I'm not making you yawn. And hopefully it's just my personality that's making you yawn and not my yawning. I'd prefer if it was my personality and not just me like yawning all the time. It's fun to make fun of myself. Okay. 24. Oh, you know what? We should be getting an update in like one. I'm waiting. Okay, I'll start this update. Let's go to custom updates here. I'm going to start this update. And it was near Rex and Green Street. So right about here. And it's moving to the northwest. We'll do it just for Saskatchewan right now, because that's the Saskatchewan-Alberta border. I'm just going to get that polygon ready right now. Update. How many people? 13 people in that tiny little polygon. Who knew? That's cool. Lots of folks on our app. I appreciate that. If you have not downloaded our app, please do so. Minor rotation detected on the storm northeast of Lloydminster, tracking to the northwest near Green Street and Hewitt Landing. Okay, I'm just going to get that ready. I'm not going to post it just yet until I see the next update, which should be soonish. We got an update yet? No. Oh, we did get an update. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I still think it's going on. Not great until 2, though. I don't know. Something going on there. Something's going on. Something's going on. I'm going to go minor. I'll go minor on that one. That's enough for me. All right, 432 date. It's K. And let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And let's send it. Okay. Yeah, that's enough for me. So again, minor rotation detected northeast of Lloydminster and the Rex Green Street Hewitt Landing area, and it's heading to the northwest. So just minor rotation at the moment. Definitely some hail in there as well, but seen some minor rotation on that. I think that's enough frames. That's worth posting. I think so that's minor rotation from what we can tell. And what the heck? Hello, I didn't notice this. You can't even see it. I'm not even showing you it. Here we go. What's going on up here? What the heck is happening up here? Hello? Something is happening up here as well. Yeah, let's go take a look at tilt 3. I'm also going to post about this. It's moving to the northeast. It's very broad and large, but it might be doing something. All right, let's post about that one too while we're at it. It's even more interesting than what we posted about. Okay, and that's up near Canoe Narrows. Oh, interesting. Let's go back to custom updates again. Here we go. So, where is it here? So, hail and minor rotation heading in this way. Thankfully, we have these really northern radars now, so we can actually get updates way up here. Ooh, it's actually going a lot more north than I thought. Like that. Up towards maybe Buffalo Narrows. Let me go like this. I'm making a huge polygon because it's in the middle of nowhere, so. So you're getting up into the middle of nowhere up there. Okay. So let me send that notification update. Okay, so I'm going to say hail and minor rotation. Hail and minor rotation. We've detected hail and minor rotation on this storm near Coal Bay. Coal Bay. Tracking to the northeast towards Canoe Narrows. That's right. And this is for 35. And clickety clickety. Get rid of this. Okay, that looks good to me. 435. Sending it. All right, so there's another area of minor rotation, pretty far up north. This is up near Coal Bay, heading towards Canoe Narrows, Fort Black, way up, further up north. So that's something. All right, let's go back to radar here. Interesting. Okay. Back down to Saskatoon radar. Some hail and some pretty strong winds here. 86 kilometers an hour. And this is near Chitek, Penn areas, which is south of Meadow Lake, northeast of Turtleford, northeast of Battleford. So we're watching that area as well, too. Some pretty darn strong winds up there. And as we come further to the south, we go take a peek back at the storm that is still under a tornado warning, I think, from what I can tell. I think so. Update on Saskatoon. I was just checking it out, Shmeems. Just lightning storm, or could it be more? I think it's just a lightning storm from what I can tell right now. From what I can tell for radar. Yeah, so we still have a little bit of rotation in the Ormiston area. It looks like, let me just make sure that tornado warning is still in place. Tornado warning is still in place on that storm. And we still have some storm spotters in the area. Moving extremely slowly to the east. It's been in Crane Valley, I feel like, for the last hour. Definitely a flooding risk with this line of storms because it is moving so very slow. So that is definitely cause for concern with flooding. Yeah, we're still seeing some signs of rotation on that storm. Still under a tornado warning from Environment Canada. And there's that. So we continue to track the storms. That's what we did here. A lot of lightning behind my head. In the 3D weatherverse. Let's go take a look. What's going on in 3D land here? All right. This is still lots of lightning on that Ormiston cell, which is an interesting sign. Let me move radar and queue it up here. Let me just queue up radar again, see if we get the latest data. Whoa. There is your storm in 3D. Ormiston. Tons of lightning on that storm, which is an interesting part of the situation here. I wonder. One second here. I got an idea. I have an idea. So, we've been starting to add lightning data to Instant Weather Pro. We still have to do some more. Oh, does that look like? I think they've replaced it. I think they've replaced the tornado warning with a severe thunderstorm warning. So I think the tornado warning is now all done. Let me just double check. But I'm pretty darn sure, just based on that. Yeah, tornado warning has been dropped. Environment Canada has now dropped the tornado warning, downgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to get that. That banner's off the screen. Thank you, Brendan, for that. Appreciate that. Exciting B says, can you place a tornado? I don't think now's the best time. Now's not the best time to just be throwing down simulated tornadoes when people are just dealing with, a tornado warning in place. And we know that it hasn't touched down, at least at this point in time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Rayanne, sorry, says, where is this? This is in Ormiston, Saskatchewan. So it is east of Crane Valley. By the way, so we actually do have lightning data on Instant Weather Pro, by the way. Check this out. Check it out. We got lightning data. How about that? We're going to make the icons a little bit bigger. I think they're a little on the small side, but we've got lightning data. We've got lightning data. Oh, yeah. How about that? We need to make some tweaks to it, but lightning data. Eric's latest post. Yeah, let me go double check. I will go check. Give me 1 second here. I'll pull up Eric's latest But yeah, the tornado warning has been downgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning. So there is that. There is that. Let me just do something in the background here. Just want to make sure everybody knows that, because I don't see anything else on Twitter about it. So let me go to here. I'm going to retweet this on quote tweet. Severe thunderstorm warning replaces tornado warning. All tornado warnings have ended. Sure that everybody knows that on the Twitterverse here. There we go. I'm just going to tweet that really quick. Send. There, that should help folks know what's happening. Okay. But yeah, lightning data. We only have it in single mode right now, not in dual or split, but we will be adding it to dual and split as well. I'm surprised now's the time they decided to end the tornado warning, because it's got a hook now. It has a hook. Let's go take a look at velocity. And if you look at tilt 2, got some rotation still. Still has rotation on that storm. And it's got a hook. Lightning data. But yeah, we need to, this is just, this is a very short window of lightning data, so we need to add the historical 30 minutes of lightning data to it, and then you'll have a lot more strikes there. So that's why it's only sparse. But oh yeah, I was going to take a look at the report from Eric, his latest. Did he say go check out his latest? Let me see here. Oh, I did see his latest. Oh, that's cool. Near Ogema. Ogema? Where's Ogema? Is that up further up north? Ogema? Ogema? Let's go take a look. 1 second here. Yes. Bradell says, yes, you're not fully. I'm not fully? Yeah, I'm surprised that this is the time they dropped the tornado warning out of all the times, because I felt like before it wasn't looking that great, and now we're starting to see more signs of rotation on it. But again, they've got spotters on that storm. Lots of spotters on that storm. So, no, I think last time we looked, Eric was up by Evan Lee. So here, I'll go search for his. I did see his report, but let me just double check. Oh, you're supposed to send that message to your sister and you send it to us? So take a look. This is Eric's latest one. Again, at CIRE605 on Twitter. Give him a follow. That is his shot right now of what looks like either scud or a low-hanging wall cloud. It's hard to tell. And it's Ogema, Saskatchewan. Let's find it. Oh, it is south. Oh, how'd you get south so fast? Oh, so you're on that storm. That's the same storm, right? That's the storm that's that was under a tornado warning. Environment Canada has now dropped the tornado warning for that storm. But that looks like Eric's on that same storm. So there's that. Yeah, looks like Ogema's right here. Ogema is right there. And that's where Eric is taking that photo from 8 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm going to go back to dual mode. We lose our lightning data. But that's okay. But it's cool that it's on there. Yeah. Sweet. Got the lightning data. We're going to add the alerts. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Ah, oh, so nice. InstantWeatherPro.com. If you want to get in early on the early beta test. It's $100 for the year, $99 for the year, on sale, down from $129. And this is going to be our premium tier. We're going to have like bronze, silver, and like a gold, bronze, silver, and a gold, somewhere in there. And this is basically, you're basically subscribing to the gold tier. But yeah, so $99 for the year, and you can get in on the early beta test. We'll only be allowing probably so many folks until I take that button off. Anyways, yeah, but if you want to get in on the early beta test, jump to instantweatherpro.com, and you can sign up for $100, $99 for the year, plus tax, of course, and then I'll send you instructions. So my apologies if I don't send you instructions right away, because I have to do this. I'm going to go eat dinner at some point in time, and then I'll be sending out instructions tonight to all those who have subscribed. But yeah, there's that. There is that. What's going on in the 3D weatherverse here? Let's go take a peek. What's going on in 3D town? Oh dear. Oh, okay. Let's make sure we have the latest data. Where's the radar station? Come back, radar station. There you are. Come on, Bethune. Get it together here. Whoa! Look at the motion in these clouds based on velocity data. They're flying up high. They're flying up high for sure. Whoa! Look at the storm structure on the storm. It's pretty cool. Take it to nighttime here. Bring it to daytime. Change the position of the sun. Make this thing look cool. Let's see. Ooh, that looked good right there. Right about... I think there's cool. All right. Let me back up a bit. We can see the whole structure of the storm. Look at that. There's Moose Jaw. Is Moose Jaw in it right now? Well, maybe not. Look at this. I love looking at the full structure of these storms. Isn't this so cool? This is crazy. Regina. How's Regina doing? Regina's hanging out. So are you seeing some pretty crazy clouds from Regina right now? I would assume so. Look at this. From Regina. You're probably seeing this pretty cool, crazy structure to your southwest. I would think so. With this beast in the heading towards you. Let me put on the live update so we can get the latest data. There we go. And I'll just leave that as my background while I jump back into Instant Weather Pro. Crazy times. Let's see here. Again, these tornado warnings have been dropped from Environment Canada, which is exciting news. And severe thunderstorm warning still in place. Definitely don't think, oh, severe thunderstorm warning. That's fine. That's it's still not great. Whoa, that rotation we posted about earlier near Canoe Narrows. There's still some crazy values in here. Look at this, 130 kilometers an hour. Look above my head right now. I hope that's noise. 91.8, 130.68, 132.12, and then right beside some green. So that could be some interest. Let's hope that's noise. But if that's not noise, that's not good. Maybe it is noise. It kind of came out of nowhere. It's like nothing. 132 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it's possible that that's noise. Let's go up tilt. Let's go to tilt 3, tilt 2. It might be outflow. But outflow being not as serious as inflow would be. And now I'm heading all the way over to Alberta here, seeing some rain up to Fort Mac. Nothing crazy. Let's go back down and see what we were watching earlier near Lloydminster. And what are we seeing here? Yeah, that minor rotation kind of went down the drain. I'm going to scrap that minor rotation we posted earlier. That one that was right up against the Alberta border. I'm going to get rid of that one on the app. So if you are in the Lloydminster area, I'm going to remove that one. But the other one I'm going to keep because still some pretty strong signatures up there. That's a pretty strong signature up here near Canoe Narrows. Definitely some hail in there and maybe some outflow rotation, but it's possible it could be inflow. It's hard to tell. Saskatoon might be getting some more stuff, but it's hard to tell. Maybe a little bit more rain, maybe some thunderstorms. And we still have this thunderstorm that's taken its sweet, sweet time to go anywhere. Maybe some hail towards Keystone. And eventually that storm's going to head towards Regina, but let me animate this so you can see how brutally slow this thing's moving. Not really going anywhere. Report of 50 millimeters of rain east of Moose Jaw, says Alana. I wouldn't be surprised. I think the biggest risk with the storm right now is going to be the fact that it's not going anywhere and it's going to be causing flooding. So that's not good. Not going anywhere, probably causing flooding. So hopefully everybody's staying safe with that. Interesting comment. Question, Lana said. Hold on a sec. Let me go find it. Sorry, I don't have the stream open. Oh. Photostorm Media says, question, will there be a data smoothing option for reflectivity on Instant Weather Pro just like Radar Omega and GR Level X? Yeah, we'll definitely get to that in time. We don't have it on there yet, but we'll definitely be doing smoothing. We have all the algorithms to do. What are the different types of smoothing called? Is it not bilinear? Anyways, we have all the algorithms to do smoothing, so we will definitely be doing smoothing later. But right now, we're just there's a lot of features we need to add first before smoothing. Smoothing is kind of like icing on the cake. It's like you could put on the icing, but then when you smooth it, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, we'll definitely be adding smoothing. But yeah, cool. Looking forward to testing beta, says Rastalam. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, again, if you go to instantweatherpro.com, you can sign up for $100 for the year, $99 for the year, and you'll get the premium version of what we have so far. I will be sending out an email to anybody who subscribed after I'm done the stream, so a little bit later on this evening, to give you instructions. It works best on desktop right now or a laptop using Chrome, and then other browsers work as well too. Firefox works as well too. But yeah, it works best on desktop, but it does work on mobile as well. There are a couple workarounds, like the password. Sometimes you have to tilt the screen to the side to put the password in. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So there's a few things like that we need to fix. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to include Instant Weather Pro inside of the Instant Weather app. So that will make life easy. And there'll be an option to when you open up the Instant Weather app, there'll be an option to go straight into Instant Weather Pro. So it'll just be like opening a Pro Radar app where you open it up, boom, you're right into this that you're watching. Like literally what you see up here. Not here, not the 3D Weatherverse that's behind my head right now, but what you see up here, Instant Weather Pro, that is what you're going to be seeing as soon as you open up the app with that setting enabled. So, yeah, so there's that. The storm that was under a tornado warning earlier near Ormiston, still signs of rotation, but nothing too crazy. Definitely some hail in there. Still seeing that big outflow boundary because we're looking at true raw radar data. And yeah, it's no way to see that in 3D, says Sarah. Wait, Sarah Boyd, can you elaborate on what do you want to see in 3D? Because behind my head right here is another product we built called the 3D Weatherverse, and this is 3D radar, but also simulating a storm in real time. So let me see here. Exciting Bee says that is expensive. Let's clarify. It's like $8 a month, $8.25 a month, but that is our top tier. So basically, we're building like the best version of it. It's kind of like how Tesla did it. We're building the best version of it, and then releasing that, and then we're gonna water it down with less features and release it for lower price points. But if you compare it to like some of the top pro apps out there, I'm paying $130 a year for like level 2 on certain apps, and then a lot of them are up in those regards. But you have to realize that there's so much server power. Jenny says stunning storm near Ormiston, area of visible rotation. But yeah, so anyways, that's our absolute for Instant Weather Pro. So that's our absolute top tier. And then you're saying Ormiston, says Sarah. Yeah, we're looking at Ormiston right behind my head. I'll show you. But first, I'm gonna go take a look. I gotta focus here. So I gotta take a look at Jenny's tweet. So let's get to Jenny's tweet quickly. And she says rotation still on that storm. Area of visible rotation. Where is Jenny's tweet? Latest. There we go. And let's bring that up on the stream so everybody can see it. And that's Jenny Hagen. You can give her a follow, please, on Twitter. Her handle is LostInSK. LostInSK. And yeah, so you can see she says stunning storm near Ormiston at 4:50 p.m., which is 5 minutes ago. Area of visible rotation. So there still is some rotation on that storm. So we'll continue to watch this closely as it moves to the east. Still thinking that storm has some potential there. I'm going to jump into the 3D Weatherverse, though, so we can see the Ormiston storm, because Miss Boyd there wanted to see the latest from Ormiston, which I believe... Where did it go? There's Claybank, Avonlea. Let's go further south. There's Ormiston. Sorry, it wasn't Ormiston behind me. I was looking at the Avonlea part of the cell. So that is what we're looking at right now in Ormiston. Lots of lightning on that storm. Scudding and some broad rotation, says Scott. Yeah, so what you see behind me is the storm. And actually, I'll show you the actual raw radar, 3D radar data from it. Whoa, just updated there. If I bring that down here and I bring up show summary, and you can, if I, oh, I'm too far under it. Whoa, there's the full structure of that storm. Let me bring the cutoff here. There's the hail core. There's the heavy rain. Here's the full structure of that supercell. Whoa, that is pretty crazy, isn't it? Pretty crazy indeed. Holy moly. Yeah, and then if I bring up, if I do show summary back down to 0.3, and I bring up radar density to 8, you can see the full structure of that storm being simulated, from radar data. So from actual data, simulating the storm structure in real time, and that is Ormiston right there. So that is the Ormiston cell that Jenny is currently under right now, Jenny Hagen. And yeah, so I'll throw that back to my background here. Let me just change the lighting and make it a little bit brighter. It's a little on the dark side. That's interesting. It keeps updating, but it might be going backwards in time. I'll need to work on that. So yeah, anyways, back to that Ormiston cell. You can see it right there. And let me just jump into the comments here. Sarah says, gotcha. My thoughts were if there was rotation in these radar places, like up north further, you could see what's causing those high winds. Yeah, I mean, we could see that all with the radar data. So actually what we're doing is we're taking the wind data, and that's actually what's powering which way the clouds are moving in the simulation. So we're not just kind of moving the clouds around willy-nilly. Did I just say willy-nilly? We're not just randomly moving them around. We're actually using the radar data, the wind velocity radar data, which you can see above my head right here. That's velocity data. And then over there, over that way, on the left side of the screen, so let me see my mouse here. So this is reflectivity data showing hail and heavy rain. And then this is wind data showing the direction and strength of the wind. And we're using that to power the visualization of the storm, which is pretty cool. Chase says, hey, quick question. I'm leaving Redvers, heading west back to Regina. Am I going to run into the storm? It's moving pretty slow. It depends on when you're gonna get there. But currently it's moving pretty darn slow. Sarah says, deadly. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate that. Campsite 419 says, not much in it, though. Which are you... Oh. First said thunder near Hepburn, and then said not much in it, though. Thank you for the report. Appreciate that. Campsite 419. Thank you kindly. What's going on with the storm? Hold on. Where did it go? Come back, storm. Did I move to a different spot? I must have. There's Ormiston. There we go. That's better. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So there's the Ormiston cell. Holy moly. What a storm. Okay. Alright. What's going on here? Lots to watch and track. You know what? That Ormiston cell does have some interesting rotation, actually, on it. Rotation reported on that particular storm. Something weird's going on with 3D Weatherverse back here. Hold on. Let me go find radar again. There we go. And load that up. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. That'll be cool. All right. We'll leave it like that till the next time we need to watch it. Cool. All right. Bring that down a little bit. Cool. All right. So, yeah, there's quite a signature there now in Ormiston. And kind of, we did have some interesting reports. They said they're still seeing Some signs of rotation on it. Doesn't look that good at the lowest level, but higher up in the storm, we're definitely seeing some rotation and some strong winds. And if we go even higher up in the storm, yeah, it's still there. Huh. Interesting. All right. So let me just double check from the U.S. radar. We're far enough south now that the U.S. radar can give us some idea of what's happening. All right. We just have to wait for reports because we know we've got Jenny on the storm. Scott is on the storm as well too. Lots of spotters on the storm in question. So we kind of just have to wait for their reports at this point in time. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning again. My apologies. Water's good. That's nice. Kaylee says, can you explain how you can see rotation on the radar? Sure. I'll use this example as a good example. Tilt 2 here is a perfect example. The red values, you can see, if you see above, actually look where my mouse is. You see up here, this little box? It shows you the value. So this value says 17.64, and what red means is that's the wind moving away from the radar, and then the green and blue values is wind moving back towards the radar. So the ones that are going back towards the radar, that's why they say minus 102.24, and that's why these winds over here say, basically plus 2304. And so when you have minus beside plus, aka red, beside green, you can tell that this is rotating in this direction. And also too, you can just go back a few frames and kind of see which way it's going and watch the progression of it. So this just started to re-strengthen again, but we are seeing rotation. This is a little bit higher up in the storm, but usually when you get red and green beside each other, that can mean rotation. However, a lot of the time it can be noise. So you have to be very careful with it. In this particular case, this is rotation, but in some cases, it's really, really noisy. And actually, if I go down to tilt 1 on the storm, it might look like there's a boatload of areas of rotation here. This is all noise, especially because the fact that it's like not even in a high precipitation area. It's just all this random garbagey noise. Like this is nothing. This is not a concern here. It looks like heavy duty rotation, but it's not. So you have to be very, very careful when looking at radar to determine if it's noise or not. So that's a very important factor in the situation. But in this particular case, it's possible that's a little bit of werotation. So we're just waiting on the next frames to see what's going on. Nicole says, hopefully Bethune's okay. My husband's driving from work there to Regina. Yeah, Bethune is actually where the radar station is, which is right here, so that's easy to find. There's Bethune, right there. And he's driving from here to Regina. Well, he's definitely going to run through this storm, which could be pretty nasty. I would recommend, Nicole, I would recommend if he wants to avoid this cluster here that is northeast of Keystown, hopefully he can go due south until Madrid, and then go east and kind of split the storm at the easier part of it if he's heading over to Regina. But if he goes directly this way, he's going to drive right through this storm. It's got hail, it's got strong winds, and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully he can go straight south. Yeah, that would be probably a better way, I would think. Anyways, yeah. Long story short, tell him to stay safe if you can get a hold of him. Exciting B375 says $100 for Instant Weather Pro is expensive. I mean, it's expensive for for sure. I mean, I can appreciate why you think it's expensive. If you're familiar with other apps, GR Level 2 is $400 just to buy it. And then there's two other pro apps out there. One is called RadarScope. And I subscribe to RadarScope's $130 a year subscription. And then there's also one called Radar Omega, and I think they have a subscription that might even be more expensive than that. But again, just to clarify, exciting B375, we're going to have different tiers. So we're going to have tiers that don't have all the bells and whistles. They will be at a lower price point. But right now, just for the beta test, we're just launching the highest tier, and then we're going to have tiers that are less than that. So if you want to be able to use Instant Weather Pro, we're still going to have a lot of features. Crazy 8 Leg says you get what you pay for. Yeah, we have to charge quite a decent amount for it because our server costs are thousands of dollars. Right now we're spending about $3,000 a month right now on Amazon servers, and that price is going to go up drastically, especially when we add all the US servers to it. I think if we process all the US servers in real time, I think it's roughly $7,000 a month. So we have to charge for this. So that's just the way it is. But anyways, so long story short, we're launching. So if you go to instantweatherpro.com, this is where we're finally launching the beta test. And we're launching. It's going to be normally going to be $129 a year, but we're launching for the early beta test subscribers for $99 for the year. So it's like $8. It's like $8.25 a month, which is like the price of a combo, from Wendy's or something. It's like one combo from Wendy's a month, which is all you should eat Wendy's. It's one combo a month. That's basically the price for Instant Weather Pro, and then you can use it every day, all the time, and it's great. Exciting B375 says, yeah, but will it ever be free? No, but no Pro Radar is free. If you want to buy Radar Scope, they charge you $14 for the app right off the bat. Like, you can't use Radar Scope unless you pay $15, 14. I think it's 13 or 14 bucks, something like that. You can't use Radar Omega unless you pay I think it's $12 or 13. So they both charge you up front before you even start subscribing, where ours is just a subscription and there's no upfront cost before that. So Exciting B says, oh yeah, it's all good. If you're not familiar with Pro Radar apps, they're expensive. They're not cheap. And that's because we're processing all of this raw radar data. So again, we're spending thousands of dollars a month just on servers. That's not the thousands of dollars a month we're paying for, our developers to work on this. That's not the thousands of dollars a month we're paying for data for all of these different projects we have. So our costs are crazy. They're crazy. So if we don't charge for it, then we go out of business, and that's bad. Exciting B375 says, oh, I never knew that. It's all good. No worries. Sarah says, paid $12 for Omega, and I like it. Cool. Awesome. And hopefully you'll eventually migrate over to Instant Weather Pro, Sarah. Let me show you some cool features. So we have split mode. So this is something that no other Pro Radar app has, where you can actually swipe back and forth between the two products. I don't know why no one's ever come up with this before, but we've added it to Instant Weather Pro. So you can actually swipe back and forth and see if the rotation, which there's clearly rotation here near Ormiston right now. Let me go back down to Tilt 1. A little bit more messy in Tilt 1, but you can see, is the rotation located directly where the storm is? And in this case, this is a perfect example here. So let's say you saw all of this, and you're like, oh, this is really strong rotation. But then you swipe over and say, wait a minute, it's not even located underneath the storm. This is just noise. Sarah says, I'm planning on it because I want that swipe. Well, cool. I mean, again, we literally just launched the beta test. So yeah, so if you want to go to instantweatherpro.com and subscribe, then I'll send you the instructions and you can use this today. But yeah, so this is Instant Weather Pro, and again, it works pretty good on mobile. There's some workarounds you need to do on the mobile stuff, but it works really great on a laptop on Chrome. But definitely we're going to be adding it to the Instant Weather app, and then subscribers will get both the app and website version of it. All subscribers will get both versions of it, so you can either use it on your computer. And the cool thing is, it's actually a website, which is the first time ever. So it's not like an executable file. So all the other competitors are an executable file, which means you can open how many versions? One. You can only open one window, and you're stuck to that one window. Ours is a website, so you can open up as many Chrome tabs as you can handle. So if you get 3 computer monitors, you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different radars at the exact same time, all from the same subscription. As long as your computer can handle that. I mean, it's obviously it takes a little bit of juice to run that many radars at once, but but if you have a decent computer, you can run more than one version of this at the same time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so we have the swiping feature here, and we also have the tilting feature as well, and which is kind of cool. I love using the tilting feature because you're like, where's this storm going? So you try to figure out the direction it's going, and then you tilt the screen, and then you can kind of basically see all of the locations that are in the path of that storm. So Exciting Beast says, well, the app seems very detailed. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's high resolution raw radar data. It's as detailed as it possibly can be. Sarah says rotation by rouleau. Is it rouleau? Let me just double check. Thank you, Sarah. Also be careful though, because there's a lot of noise. Oh, I see up here. Maybe. Oh, Sarah. Sarah needs Instant Weather Pro because if you look, if I swipe over, watch what happens. Oh, it's a Rolo. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it. So you notice how there's no storm here. So what looks like rotation is actually outside of the storm itself. So it's possible that that is actually just noise. I would think that's just noise. Unless it's just strong inflow, maybe. Let me flip over to tilt 2 here. It could be rotation. Sometimes the rotation is a little bit off. Ah, you know what? It is on tilt 2. So Sarah might actually be right. It is on tilt 3. It's not on tilt 4. See, you need that swipe. Yeah, although, to be fair, sometimes with Canadian radar, we've noticed that sometimes you can have the rotation that's disconnected from the reflectivity for some reason. It might be a way that the radar's scanning it. It's hard to say exactly why, but there are cases where it can be disconnected, but it's still considered rotation. But in this particular case, I don't know, Sarah. I think you might be right. But it's in such a weird spot. It's like way up here. Like if there was rotation right here or rotation right here, but it's like up here. It's in a strange spot. Let's go back a few frames and see what's going on. Oh, and it also comes out of nowhere. Boom. See that? It's like that almost kind of seemed like something. It's like nothing. Oh, it's so noisy. So noisy. Like, yeah, it's so weird. That is weird. You know what it might be? I was gonna say, no, it's not that. I was gonna say maybe it's perfectly lined up with the beam. No, it's not that. Oh, we gotta watch that for a couple more frames. Sarah Boyd says, can confirm Sarah's are always right. That's probably true. Hold on a tick. Someone reported a really weak funnel over Saskatoon. It looks very small. Hard to see. And let me go check on Saskatoon right now. One sec. We got to keep an eye on that, though, Sarah. That's a good eye. It's a good eye. Let's keep an eye on that. Sarah says, I mean, the name says it all, right? Sarah's always right. Except for that one Sarah. You know the one. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Why is there like a mini hurricane here? What the heck is this? Hold on a second. Has anybody else seen a mini hurricane over by Bigger? What am I looking at? What is this? Hold on. Okay, look at it. What is happening? I mean, this looks like rotation just from reflectivity, but no, it's not. It's just a very weird spiral. That is weird. That is weird. Yeah, there's like almost nothing in Saskatoon right now, so I'm going to go ahead and say that funnel is probably nothing. Probably nothing. Oh, Brenda says, Adam, I need to understand what noise on radar means. False returns. I would Google it. But what is radar noise? There's a lot of different, there's range folding and velocity. I'll show you a version of range folding and velocity. So you see see how this velocity looks all nice and shiny? Watch what happens when I go down to tilt 1. See all this Christmassy garbage? See how it's like everything looks like rotation? This is range folding velocity noise. And so that is one version of noise. Then you can have ground clutter and reflectivity. And then you can also have these second trip echoes, which are a pain in the butt. There is a lot of different types of noise you can have on radar. And anyway, so long story short, you have to know what's noise and you got to know what's not. Possible hook now. What? Yeah, but it's such a weird... I see what you're saying, but it's such a weird... Photostorm Media says, second trip echoes are some of the most annoying when you need to find velocity couplets. Oh, I know. I know, it's brutal. Oh, give me just 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Sorry, my wife just needed me for a sec. So, no, I don't think this is... this doesn't feel too hooky to me, just because it's in a weird... It's not... like, if the storm was like this way, it just seems like an odd place for a hook. And that velocity kind of went down the drain. Also, too, Sarah, where that velocity should be. So if there was rotation right here, right at what looks like a hook, then watch what I swipe over. What is that? But I mean, this is kind of the more impressive thing over here. So it's hard to say. It's pretty noisy. And then look at this. This is another good example of noise. It's like, oh, look at this great rotation. And then you swipe over and you're like, oh, wait a minute. It's like hanging off the edge of the storm. It's not even attached to the storm. Yeah, that's why the swiping tool is the greatest thing ever. I love the swiping tool. I hope you do too. Brenda says, thanks. No problem. It wasn't a great explanation, but I would go Google radar noise. There's a lot to it. I've just gotten pretty good at spotting it with my eyes over the last decade. All right. Still some noisy kind of rotation in there, but it's hard to say. It looks like some strong... Whoa! 90-kilometer-an-hour winds on this... hopefully, that lady who said her husband's going to be driving through the storm heading towards Regina. I hope he's not here right now in Deer Valley, because out in front of the storm is like 90-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. Is this thing under... It's under a severe thunderstorm warning, right? It's not! Is that not under a severe thunderstorm warning? What's going on here? Whoa, really strengthening. I'm going to post a... Whoa, I'm posting a custom update for that one. That is strengthening for sure. Okay, let me just do this real quick. I do have to shut down the stream, though, but I'm going to continue to watch and post. But I'm going to be shutting down the stream in just a minute here. But I do want to post about this one here. So let me just get a custom update ready. Where are we going here? There we go. Okay. So if I go back to custom update, I'm going to steal this polygon and move it down south. Load up the Regina radar here. Bring this down. And no, this polygon's way too big. I don't want it. Okay, this storm right here near Deer Valley. It looks like it's moving to the north. Yeah. Actually, let's go split mode. And let's watch this. Yeah, it is moving to the north. So this Deer Valley storm, very strong winds, likely quite severe. And let's do that. I'm going to go update this here. Severe. Damaging winds detected on the storm near Deer Valley, tracking to the east. Northeast, and the timing is 5:20. And let me just clickety. Let me just get rid of some stuff here. And focus. Get rid of this. And let me send it right now. Anybody in the path of that one's going to get that notification. Very, very strong winds there. Yeah. Just north of Regina. Deer Valley, very strong winds here. 95.4 kilometers an hour. 1 second here, let me go back. I can see this here. Look at this, 95.4 kilometers an hour. By the way, Sarah, side note, Oh, he's almost back to Regina. Don't worry. He said it was very windy and a ton of rain. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Chris says, what app are you using? This is called Instant Weather Pro. So we actually just quietly launched the beta test for this. We just quietly launched the beta test for this, and you can subscribe at instantweatherpro.com. It's like it's equivalent to about $8.25 a month, so it's $99 for the year. On sale, down from $129. It is our premium version of our Pro app, so there will be eventually some lower tiers, but this will have all the functionality. And you can subscribe at instantweatherpro.com because we just quietly launched the beta test for it. But yeah, they're looking at 95.4 kilometers per hour. This storm is bananas, and actually to the north of it too. Hold on, let's go back down to Tilt 1. Tilt 1 is 93.96. Very, very strong, likely damaging wind gusts heading to the north of Regina. That is a beastly strong storm there. So definitely be on high alert for that one. Exciting Beast says, why shut down the stream? I have to go. I have to put my little guy to bed, and but I'm still going to be watching. I'm still going to be checking on radar, so you'll still get my updates. And by the way, if you want to get all my updates, you can go to, and the team as well too, of course, you can go to instantweatherapp.com, download our app for free, enable notifications, and if there's anything significant heading towards your area, we will send you a notification for that. So, yeah, we'll definitely, Exciting Beast says, because the storm still looks strong. No, there's definitely some strong storms out here as well too. But in this particular case, I do have to shut down the stream. But if something, after I put my little guy to bed, I'm going to eat some dinner and put the little guy to bed. And if things keep if things keep coming, yeah, exactly. Brenda's already got it for me. She says, will you come back if necessary? Yeah, so once I get the little guy to bed and I've eaten dinner, if things are still going really strong, I'll probably come back and do another stream. So we'll see. We've been streaming our faces off lately, so which is okay. It's we've been sitting around all winter, so we're excited about streaming this summer and checking this out. Jonathan, quick check on Dalmany. All right, I'll check on Dalmany for you. And it's just because I did that for him, everybody else is going to ask me to check on their area. But if you want to check on your area, you can do so by downloading our free app and punching in your location to see if there's anything going on. Dalmany looks all right. Yeah, Dalmany's fine. The storms are kind of more to the northeast of you at this point in time. And you might get maybe some rain, maybe some lightning a little bit later on, but it's hard to say. But what I would recommend doing is double check the hourly product on our app. So download Instant Weather Pro, double check the hourly product, and oh, this is interesting. Still seeing some rotation from that storm I posted about earlier. Is this different? This might be different. Oh yeah, that's the one we posted about earlier near Canoe Narrows. And but yeah, so download our free app, Instant Weather, punch in your location, and if we see anything significant, then we will definitely send out notifications. So this is interesting. Huh. Starting to get going. It's in a weird spot of the storm. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. East of Meadow Lake, I'm going to keep an eye on that. It's a very rural area near Green Lake and Sled Lake. But I will keep an eye on that as well, too, as it tracks. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it looks a lot weaker on the southern radar. Okay. Doesn't look as strong. It's good to compare between two radars at times. But yeah, this storm that's north of Regina right now, it is grumpy. It is grumpy. Likely severe wind gusts east of Deer Valley there, tracking north of Regina. So that's a bit of a problem. We're still going to keep an eye on this. This is obviously disconnected from the storm. I mean, you can see it right here. That's where it would be, and it's disconnected there. So, yeah, definitely disconnected. So folks are saying they're hearing some thunder in Regina now as well, too. Makes sense. Probably north of town, and there are some storms south of town as well, too. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna shut down the stream just for a bit. And again, if things continue intense, and yeah, we'll definitely be coming back if things are super duper intense. If we get any more tornado activity, we'll probably load up a stream. But if it continues just general severe, we'll be watching on radar. We'll be posting updates, and please head over to instantweatherapp.com and download our app for free. A huge thank you to the subscribers who have subscribed to remove ads and extend the feature radar on our app, Instant Weather. We sincerely appreciate it. Huge thank you to those who have done that. Makes a big difference. So And that's as little as $7 for the year, so which is like 58 cents per month to be able to get 5 hours of future radar and to remove ads from the app. So huge thank you to those who have done that. Thank you to all those who use our app. Hopefully everybody is staying safe, and I will be back pretty darn soon. It's just seems to be nonstop. It looks like Saturday could be another severe day. So yeah, maybe Saturday again. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting for sure. But we'll be back soon, and we'll definitely be watching. I got my radar with me. I always have it with me. I'm the guy who has an iPad all day, every day with me, just to make sure I'm always watching radar. So we'll be watching. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll talk to you very soon, and have yourself a good evening. If I don't see you again tonight, but if things go bananas, you might see me again. We'll see. We'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.